Hello everyone and welcome back to the stream. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am feeling good. I found this really cool game on TikTok and I'm really excited about it. Boo! Welcome in, Bisexual Disaster! I see you were feeling very scary? I don't know. But welcome in, I hope you're doing well. Today we are playing this visual novel game called Life After Magic, and it looks so cute. And I am very, very excited about this. I believe it's got elements of a dating sim in it as well. I'm not really sure what the gameplay looks like. All I know is what the characters look like, and that it was pitched to me as a gay magical girl game, and both of those things appeal to me. So, here we are. I'm basically going in blind, but I'm really excited. I haven't opened the game yet, so I don't know what screen it's gonna open on. Fear me of the Bisexual Disaster. Yo! I cannot fear you because that would be biphobic, and what would I look like being biphobic? I'd look like an absolute fool. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. I'm trying to procrastinate a little bit just so we give people time to get into the stream before we open the game, since it does seem very story-based, and I know sometimes it takes a minute for notifications and everything to go out on Twitch and whatnot. But I'm pretty excited. I don't know if anyone here watches a lot of anime and magical girl anime. I've also just realized Spotify might have been a tad loud. But I have not seen very many magical girl animes, but what I have seen I have absolutely loved. I think I watched Madoka Magica in high school, and that's one of those magical girl animes that everyone points to and they're like, that's the deconstruction, that's the one. But then it is a deconstruction, but not for the reason people think, and I have not seen enough magical girl anime to really tell you the ins and outs of it. I've not finished Sailor Moon, which is the anime. But I do vibe hard with magical girls. I think my favorite, I personally don't know if Revolutionary Girl Utena should count as a magical girl anime, but it very frequently gets mixed in with them, and if it does count, that's my favorite one. But if it doesn't count, I do like Madoka a lot. Those are the only two that I can think of off the top of my head, but then I saw a list on Twitter a few weeks ago that was a list of these different magical girl animes, and they counted Miraculous Ladybug. And I was like, you know what? You're right. You are so right. Me watching a magical girl anime, never. I feel like that's sarcasm. If that is sarcasm, which one is your favorite? Because I would like to watch more. I do know of some the older ones and the first. I know that the history of the first ever magical girl anime. I think it's Cutie Honey. Let me Google to make sure that it's the one I'm thinking of. Yes, Cutie Honey. It's so funny to me because that anime was kind of made up to fill a spot, and it was made for a male demographic, but magical girls are such a not male demographic genre, so I just thought that was really funny. I was in Disney in the Japan area of Epcot when I got a Luna plush from Sailor Moon. Cool, that is really fun. So is Sailor Moon your favorite? I know Sailor Moon is a really good one. I've not seen the original. I would really like to. I did watch the first 15 episodes of the reboot from 2013, 2014. And I need to finish it as well. That's one of those animes that I've loved while I was watching it. But something about the timing in my life just made it incredibly difficult to finish. But now that I'm what if I just go back and watch the original one for the vibes? I'm not that pressed about finishing the reboot. Okay. I binged the original during COVID because I was bored. Very exciting. One of my friends in real life did the exact same thing, actually. And she was, like, posting to Facebook her reviews as she would, like, finish the season. And it it honestly just seems like such a vibe. I need to watch more Magical Girl anime. I'm gonna make that a point to do this year. Okay. I think we have successfully procrastinated enough. We are 11 minutes into the stream. I think it's time we start thinking about pulling up a game. I say that knowing full well a lot of my friends will talk for like an hour or two before they actually open the game. Wait, I want to run the game. I opened it and it's like, oh, are you sure you want to run this game? Okay. I don't know if the game has its own music. I'm not really sure. Ooh, we are not quite the size we need to be. How? Okay, wait. Oh no, let me control Z that real quick. Okay, is this centered? Yes? Perhaps. I'm trying to like make sure it's sized the way it needs to be in a way that is pleasing to me. Okay. That might be the best we get. I am gonna swap to a different playlist, actually. My lo-fi weeb hour will probably fit the vibes better if there is no music in this game. Unnecessary, it's got its own. Okay, that's loud. Okay. I am vibing, but I don't know what I should set this to. One streamer that talks for 2 hours after opening a game is Toby and Alejandro from Alejobia. I love it though, I love it. Honestly, I love Alejobia's vibes. They're so fun. Sometimes I forget that they're even playing a game because they have like the Bean Boozled and everything. And it's great. I think I'm actually just going to go in like this. And I'll keep my desktop audio down. This is such a vibe. I like this a lot. Okay. Does that sound good? Do we sound very sound balanced? I was vibing there last night, they're chill. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad you were able to enjoy their streams. I always love hanging out in their streams. Okay. What are the... Oh. I'm gonna go with the Pixel Sands. I don't think it's the easier one to read, but I can do it just fine, and I'm gonna read everything aloud anyway. So. Okay. Alright. Let's get into this bad boy. So this is basically like an indie visual novel. I think it was made for some kind of event that these people were doing, and I'm very excited about it. It just looks really cool. Pinky, welcome in! I hope you are doing well. You are here just in time. When we rated them a few weeks back, got me introduced to them. That is awesome! I'm glad that you decided that you liked them enough to go back without raiding in. Today is a Tuesday, so we'll probably raid into them again. I feel like. I know, like, on a normal week of streaming, we hit, like, the same people. Like, I know every Thursday we end up raiding Doc. Tuesdays, I don't remember. But I know Alejobia and I tend to have similar... the streaming schedules overlap a lot. Alright, let's get started. I'm very excited about this. I've been thinking about this for like 3 days straight when I first found out about it. Alright, let's get in. What is your name? Not Akiko. I'm Mel. Do I need to give it a last name? Do we have a last name? No, we're not gonna do a last name. We're just Mel. Hi, I'm Mel. I'm a 22-year-old high school dropout. Okay. I read that for a second. I was like, why did you drop out of high school at 22? But I think there's more to that sentence. I'm a 22-year-old high school dropout who's a bit of a klutz. My blood type is O, my star sign is Libra, and some days I wish I didn't save the world. I'm saying a lot of lies right now. Let's go, according to the streaming schedule on Discord, they'll stream Hitman. Yo, exciting, very exciting. Alright. Why do I wish I didn't save the world? I should probably provide some context for that, huh? See, a few years ago, my best friends and I were fighting the forces of darkness almost every week. We were the Centennials of Justice, and I was their leader, Princess Centennial Starlight. So this was just Sailor Moon. We saved humanity more times than I can remember. You could say we were a big deal. Except we were all still in high school, so we had to keep our identities secret. And after many years battling countless foes, we finally defeated the demon queen Azrella? Our long war was finally over. And that's the worst part. It was all over. All of it. In a few short months, the Centennials went our separate ways. We retired from magical girlhood, and that's when my life really started to take a turn for the worse. Good to know I wasn't the only one getting Sailor Moon vibes. From all of the magical girl things I do know about, the only one that uses like princess and all of that is Sailor Moon. So, welcome into Cat Dreams. I hope you are doing well. We have just gotten started. I don't know if you're familiar with this game, but it's giving us the intro right now. We're an ex-magical girl, high school dropout. That's sad that we saved the world and now it's all over. Something most people don't realize about heroes is how saving the world all the time has its price. My price was terrible grades all throughout school, and in the end, I dropped out entirely. I am one of the devs! Oh, yo, welcome in! Welcome in! So you're very familiar. Welcome in. Okay. Sorry, I was not expecting that. Thanks so much for playing our game. Thank you so much for making it. It looks really cool so far. I've been so I found out about it a few days ago on TikTok, and I've just been thinking about it and thinking about playing it ever since then. Okay, so we dropped out, we had bad grades. I never applied to college, vocational school, or considered any careers outside of being a magical girl. I didn't even have time to think about it. She's so real for that. Turns out saving the world from doom about once a week for 5 years isn't something you can put on your resume. My life peaked at 15, and now? I'm grinding away at a dead-end job at a makeup store to try and make rent. Living in a coastal city like Diamond Cove on a minimum wage is a daily struggle. You've got milk. I'm very used to being in my bubble in the internet and not being perceived outside of that bubble. But no, I'm very, very excited because so far this character is very, very relatable. So I don't think I've talked about this outside of like my Tumblr account that nobody knows about. But there for a while, especially when I was 22, I also felt like I had peaked at like 15 to 17 for some reason. I love the art. Yeah, it's so cute. But then I'm not here, of course. We'll play the game and pretend that the devs are not here seeing us. But worst of all, I never see my Centennial squad anymore. Even when we promised to stay together no matter what. Nobody warned me that maintaining friendships as an adult is more challenging than any supervillain. What kind of happy ending is this? My life's a joke, I'm broke, my love life's DOA, dead on arrival. In a week and a half, it'll be New Year's Eve and everyone's all excited, or terrified, for the year 2000 and the new millennium. Ah yes, the year that the world is supposed to end. One of them. But I don't even know what I want to do tomorrow, let alone the rest of my life. At least I still have one friend left from those old days. She kept the cat! Mel, you seem kind of down today. What's the matter? Oh yeah, I should probably explain. I have one remaining friend from those days. My cat. He talks and comes from outer space. I may need to explain the details another time. Oh, it's nothing. Come to think of it, you've been down a lot lately. It's not befitting behavior for a world-saving alien princess. Is there anything I can help with? Could you give me more bad guys to fight? Or I want to eat ice cream under my bed sheets, then cry myself to sleep. Ooh. I feel like asking is worth it. It's been so boring lately. I could do with some dastardly villain opening up a gym or something, and then I go kick their ass. I wonder if any of the villains we defeated are still around. I wonder what they're up to now. Maybe they're also struggling to make rent. Maybe they work at a pizza delivery or something? Hey, we should order some pizza. Maybe the bad guys set up an evil pizza delivery service to drain life energy from humans. That would be a really interesting concept. Like, we have the life after magic, but what's the life after villainy look like as well? You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever seen a fanfic or anything about that. It's always the spiral into villainy, never the aftermath. Maybe it's just the fandoms I'm in. Mel, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but your rent is due tomorrow. Not me playing this when tomorrow is March 1st, and rent will be due for a lot of people in real life tomorrow. Sigh, toast it is. That pesky rent. Darn. It comes up every month. Well, I would have toast if my damn roommate would buy groceries once in a while. You'll be pleased to hear we already have those fanfics. That is so exciting! Sounds like we're all gonna have a lot of reading to do after we finish this game. Looks like I'll need to skip breakfast again. Oh no. We're not gonna be like Usagi with our toast. I'm gonna be late for work too. I better bust out the rollerblades and get hustling. My manager said today is going to be a really, really extra super important. I wonder what it could be. Ah, Clamor Pop. One of the last stores still open in this dying mall. But inside, you wouldn't know it. That is a vibe. Working in a dying mall would be really fun, because it would be like working in a liminal space during the week. Because there's a dying mall not too far from my house, and when you go during the week, it is definitely dying. It is dead. It passed away 10 years ago. But when you go on like a Saturday, it's very bustling and busy, and it's so interesting. It's wall-to-wall cosmetics and hair products, beautifully arranged. This corporation is doing so well, they may knock down the wall into the next store and expand there too. You know what would be hilarious? If this company was doing so well, they basically just overtook the entire mall, and it became like a megaplex. That would be really funny. It's not the most exciting job, but it pays the bills for now. Well, sort of. You'd think if they can expand the store, they could raise our wages a little. But at least I made a friend here, which makes it more bearable. Lise is my co-worker, but it's more accurate to say she's my work wife. Even when the week is a total crapshoot, at least somebody here has my back. She's my first real friend who isn't also a magical girl, and she knows nothing about my past. It's sort of refreshing. Lise is funny, passionate about the environment, there when I need her, steady, is basically my rock. She's also hiding behind the counter hyperventilating. Oh no. Why are there so many people here? It's It's not that many. Okay, wait. It is kind of a lot. We need to calm her down. You got this. Remember what we say when things get tough? I am tough, like spider silk. She's so cute. And that's the strongest thing ever. Arguably, the shell of a tortoise could be considered stronger if you take into account the... Please, concentrate. Wasn't something happening today? Oh, right. Please, today's the start of our promotion for that super special makeup line our manager has been bugging us about. They're bringing in a celebrity guest, remember? Gidget the Taco Hut Chihuahua? No, a human celebrity. Apparently some big shot from corporate's here to introduce us to the line. Better get ready. This will be a first for us. Usually they don't care about us retail plebeians. The celebrity guest, I wonder who it could be. Hey you two, get your act together. Our guests are coming soon. I turn around to spot two women walking side by side through the store's front doors. One is clearly from Glamour Pop's headquarters. She's carrying a large briefcase and her eyes narrow when she sees us. Something about her is kind of familiar, and then it clicks. I've seen her on Borbs. Yes, on Borbs. That fancy business magazine that props up successful rich people. Her name is Anna Lee, the woman who rapidly climbed the ranks of Glamour Pop and turned it into a makeup empire. Good for her. They say she's a business genius, but she's ruthless too. A nightmare to handle. My manager is putting on his best customer service smile for her. I bet he's scared straight. As for the woman walking next to her, I see a flash of pink as a woman decked out in elegant cream-colored idol attire trots by Annalee's side. Everyone knows her as Ara now, but I knew her as Boyoung Kim. Boyoung Kim, yeah, I think that's right. Our second in command, Lieutenant Sentinel Aurora. We've had our ups and downs. She's caring, but opinionated and hot-headed. Back then we were close, but we argued a lot. After the final battle, we kept in touch for a few months, but that faded out. I haven't talked to her in years. Since then, she entered the music industry and became a pop idol, and she's been popular since debut. I would have been happy for her, but we were supposed to keep our identities a secret. When she debuted, she revealed herself as Centennial Aurora to the world. It was obviously a marketing tactic, but her new fans ate it up. I'm disappointed in her. I never thought she would use her identity to try and gain fame. I mean, to be fair, I probably would too if I were her. Idol industry's rough. Good for her. I think some universes have like an in-universe reason to why they can't do that. But she seems fine. I bet she's changed even more so now. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she pretended not to recognize me. As Ara glances over the crowd, she locks eyes with me immediately. She's coming over here! Mel? What are you doing here? Actually, I work here now. Oh. Yo, Doc, welcome in!
Subscription.
Thank you so much for the subscription. 16 whole months, that is wild. That's wild. But anyway, welcome in. We're playing a game where we are in our 20s and we were magical girls in high school, but now we're not. And this girl in front of us used to be one of our magical girl buddies. And we have just bumped into each other for the first time in years. But welcome in, I hope you're doing well. Oh, she doesn't seem happy to find out that we just work a minimum wage job. Magical girls, but not. Got it. Yes. This is like what happened. I have not finished Sailor Moon, but this is like what happens after Sailor Moon is over. Several years in the future, probably, hopefully. Not hopefully, but... Oh. Oh no. We've made a terrible second first impression. Ara fiddles with her necklace, which I recognize as her centennial ring. We each have one, and it's the source of all of our magical girl powers. She still wears it after all these years. Huh. The silence hangs in the air, and the atmosphere is awkward. It's been so long that I'm not sure what to say. It's nice to see you again, Boyoung. You can call me Ara now. It's my stage name, but I prefer it to my real name. She just like me for real, for real. I will say Mel is a derivative of my real name, but my government name is not a dead name. It's a dying name, if that makes sense. So, I get her. Oh, okay. Got it, no problem. So, what have you been up to lately? I haven't heard from you in ages. Ara, while it's nice you've reunited with your, friend, why don't we get down to business? Did she not believe we're friends? Damn, this character is relatable. Fair. So, real and true. Real and true. Everyone else is waiting for us, after all. Right, sorry. I'm ready when you are. Dying name. I like this term. It's the only way I can think to describe it because it's definitely not a dead name. And I don't think it ever will be, but I think I'm already at the point where the only people that use my, like, government name is my family, and then, like, a handful of friends that knew me before I even realized I was non-binary, so it's definitely a dying name. It's gonna be on its deathbed for a while, but it'll reach its deathbed before I do. Hopefully. Anna Lee claps her hands, and everybody in the store stands at attention. Welcome in, Cooing Crow! How are you? I hope you are doing well. We are playing a magical girl game right now. We're basically ex-magical girls, all grown up. Okay, I assume Crow is also part of the devs? Or at least a friend of Disket's. So I'm assuming you don't need a recap of the beginning of the game. But welcome in, I hope you're doing well. Maybe. Alright. Well, I appreciate you guys being here and checking it out. I know it's probably really exciting to watch someone play your game. It's like getting to see... Why did I just immediately go to the live snail reaction? Just getting to see the live snail reaction live. Alright. Everybody in the store stands at attention. Glamour Pop is proud to announce the greatest, most ambitious launch in our company's history. Anna Lee lays down her briefcase on one of the empty tables. She opens it up to reveal a trove of plastic sample bags full of packaged makeup. From what I can see, everything looks cute and colorful, with star and ring motifs. Just what I like. The color coding reminds me a lot of the Centennials, actually. We'll be doing our first ever magical girl themed makeup release using the iconic imagery of Diamond Cove's very own Super Centennials. Oh, right on the nose. That's the same for me. Like, I go by Maurice because I'm gender fluid, but my family calls me my dying name. That's fair. That's fair. Sometimes it's just easier to transition that way, and sometimes it's just like a family can be the exception to all of the gender things for you. Not necessarily for, like, their politics, but just comfort levels, basically. Quietly waves. We are all living the same life out here. I changed my legal name, but some people really have to use my birth name. I'm sorry about that. That's really frustrating. That's not... It always feels weird. Waves back. I love all this camaraderie out here. None of us are cis. Or at least keeping our original names. I feel like, and you guys don't have to say anything, but I feel like Glamour Pop and Color Pop, they've got to be related somehow. And I don't know if this is related, but Annalie reminds me a lot of Amalie, like, I think that's her name. She does a lot of English voice covers of anime songs, or at least she used to. I haven't kept up with her since 2015. But that's just what I think I'm just brain rot in that anime fandom culture, and I don't think I'll ever get out. I'll never be able to leave. What? Annalie continues on explaining the specifics of this so-called collaboration while my mind reels. Damn. I shoot Ara a pointed look. How could she have let this happen? First, she uses the Centennials to pave her way to fame, and now she's allowing our image to be used for marketing makeup products? I would be mad. I would do the same thing, but I would have, in order to alleviate my conscience, if I were Ara, I would have had to reach out to everybody and be like, hey guys, so I want to do this thing. And make sure everyone was on board before I actually did the thing. Trust me, I've tried leaving and failed. I haven't officially tried. Minecraft tried to take me out of the anime fandom for a while, but then I came back. I never left, actually. I just stood in the doorway, pretended like I was gonna leave, and then walked back in. As a former member of the Centennials, I'm so excited to share our history with all of Glamour Pop's customers. Please support the new line. She must be joking, right? Or is this some crazy dream that I have to wake up from? I pinch myself. No, this is happening. Ara, this is such an interesting concept, one that I would have loved to hear about ahead of time. You know, you could have called to tell me about how you're selling the image of your group. Oh, don't be silly, Mel. That'd be breaking my NDA. Now, I don't want to incriminate myself. I've never signed an NDA before. But if I ever had to sign an NDA, I'm still telling my mom, and I would have still told my other magical girl buddies. They can all sign NDAs with me. COVID dragged me back in, so I blame COVID. That's fair. That's fair. I think COVID dragged a lot of people in. Returners and newcomers, so. Very fun. It made the party very large. She gives me a half smile, half grimace, while blinking rapidly from me to Annalie. Lee seems to pick up on my discomfort. Why magical girls, though? They say they are always saving the earth, but when I see them fight, it's just magical people fighting magical villains. Why have I never— why? That's a good point. That's a good point. Then nature and regular people pay the price of their collateral damage. Couldn't they use their powers for more pressing issues? She's so right, though. Or better yet, couldn't we have heroes that aren't moon-charged, but are just regular people doing the hard work of really saving the earth? I'm gonna be honest, Lise has my heart right now, so I'm gonna agree with her. Base Lise. Lise is the voice of reason. Tell me also so I can make money on stocks. Wait, what? She be stating facts. She really is. I like her a lot. You're right. They just cause more problems than they solve. And for what? Maybe they should all disappear. I sense a little self-loathing in that one. That got kind of dark. The call came from inside the house. How do I tell her without telling her? I wouldn't want them to disappear. I just don't like that they get all the credit, I guess. Other people help save the earth. Ara looks baffled by the conversation. Moral opinions on magical girls aside, I lean into Ara, whisper distance. Ara, you really don't think I would have approved something like this, would you? I suppose not, considering you're not in charge of it for once. Dimly, I get the sense I'm getting glared at, and it's not just from my own manager. I turn my attention back to Annalie as Ara glides back over to her side. Ahem. Regardless of your personal feelings, the reason we're here is to offer our to offer our prospective customers free samples of the Sentimentality line. Oh, that's a cute name. That's cute. Even if I didn't want Ara to do that, as soon as she came out with the name, I'd be like, you know what? Fuck it, that's adorable. That's got me there. The employees, of course, get first pick. Perhaps that'll change your mind. We start to open up the samples Anna Lee presented us with. Admittedly, the formulas for this line seem solid. The eyeshadow glides over my eyelid, and the lipstick's creamy base feels great to apply. I take a glance over at Lise, and can't help but crack a smile. Lise, are you trying on the makeup your way again? You know it! Goodness gracious, what on earth are you doing to your face? Did you know that flamingos use an oil secreted from their butts to keep their pink feathers from fading in the sun? It's like Rogue. This pink reminds me of that. Of all the things that I could have potentially learned from playing this game, I never would have expected that. There's another font available in the settings if you'd find that easier to read. Thank you for letting us know. Honestly, we're fine with this. When I'm reading aloud, I just get tripped up sometimes, but I really appreciate that. I just get a little tripped up. How ridiculous. I thought you trained these girls. Ma'am, we do. This hire just has unique taste. You bet she's unique. I always look forward to her next look. The way she does eyeliner is totally the future. It's not even near her eyes. I like to make pretty leaves on my cheeks, like I'm hiding in the jungle. Well, that certainly was a demonstration of our makeup. Count on my weirdo Lise to brighten up a bad situation. I love her. A demonstration of what not to do. Now our manager looks like he's about to pass out. Did I do it wrong? I'm so sorry. This is just such a special occasion, and she was very excited to try on everything. Are you an idiot? What do I pay your salary for? Image is power, and this is not the glamour pop image. She's so scary and pretty. Lise looks like she might faint or develop an unhealthy fixation. Will she get fired? I should do something. I feel like Ara might be able to help. I don't want to make it worse. I make eyes at Ara. Help us. I think she gets it. Creativity and self-expression are hearts of my image, which is on this brand. So, I say she can use the makeup however she wants. Is that so? Anna Lee seems to cool off. I mouth thank you to Ara, who gives me a look that says, you owe me. She's gonna stay in our life. I guess this strange girl can stay. But Anna Lee turns to the manager. But you're fired. Oh. Okay. What? Let's get to my next meeting. Ara, come along. Other stores are expecting us after all. Expect shipments with more sample packages inside. We'll be distributing these to our customers over the next couple of days. Welcome in, Blue-Eyed Nerd! I hope you are doing well! We're playing a Magical Girl game right now where we're playing as all grown-up ex-Magical Girls, and this beautiful one right here is an old member of our squad, and she's now an idol, using her past life as a magical girl as part of her image. And she's selling a makeup line based off of us. That's the basic rundown so far. My manager opens the door for Anna Lee and Ara as they walk out. He looks utterly defeated. That like, I know that's kind of like the trope for those types of like CEO guys, but what did he just collateral damage for sure. Rest in peace, man. Ara glances back at me at the last moment. I give her a look as if to say, we're talking about this later. Lise nudges me. My life flashed before my eyes. Thank you for your help back there. Anytime. That Anna Lee sure is a firecracker. The day just got started, but I feel like I just got off a roller coaster. That's when I see Alistair come crawling around the corner. What does he want now? A kitty! Wait, it's too late. Leeds is showing Alistair with pets. Showering Alistair with pets. He seems to accept them, so I wait a moment. It's a long moment. Leeds, shouldn't you watch the register? Oh my gosh, I forgot about my job! Alistair, what are you doing here? I don't think seeing Ara on today of all days was an accident. Oh, so he saw Ara walk out. Something of fate is in the air, Mel. You should call the others, yeah? Really? I don't think they want to hear from me. You can't ignore my magical cat senses. They are never wrong. Can your magical cat senses mend years of tense silence and resentment? Oh, don't be so dramatic. I'm not going to call them. To be honest, I don't even have their numbers. It's that, or you may find a hairball on your pillow later. Oh. He's so real for that. So I have some friends in real life that their pets will get mad at them and then spitefully do stuff like that as well. And I think that's so funny. It's part of why it's so funny is because I'm not the one finding it on my things, but I think it's hilarious. Gather the centennials. Fine. Oh no, we're gonna have to do the hardest thing. It's been a long time. I don't even know how to start finding the centennials again. Jackie? Yeah, Jackie wouldn't scream and run away at the sight of me. I think I'll drop in on the gym where she trains. Hopefully she's there. I'm just going to appease Alistair, then it's back to regular old boring life. After making it home, I feed Alistair an early dinner and touch up my makeup before heading back out. If I'm to find Jackie, the best place to start would be the Golden Glove Gym. Jackie practically lived there back when we were still in high school. I'm hoping that's still the case now. I take the path I know the best, through Cove Park, and I expect to be tied up with anxious feelings of doubt. But instead, something about the walk there begins stirring up old memories. Even though there were quite a few changes, the path remained largely the same, and I feel an odd comfort in that. Would Jackie be the same? Of course she would. What am I thinking? I don't know about that. Welcome in, Blue. I hope you are doing well. Welcome in. We are playing a magical girl game where we're playing as ex-magical girls, all grown up. We ran into one of them at our job, and now our magic cat is telling us to get the gang back together, so that's what we are doing. Even in the earliest days before she even had her centennial ring, she fought tooth and nail to become the woman she always knew she was. That never changed, even when her opponent was her own family. She had always known what she wanted out of life, and we respected her for being so grounded. Although there were definitely times she was more spaced out than me, still she was always there for us when we needed her the most. All the more reasons why I feel terrible looking back and seeing how little I've kept up with her. She never failed to call for holidays or my birthday. Has she been calling this whole time and we haven't been talking to her? It's all about magic. Yeah. Despite that, I even lost her number. Man, why am I so bad at this? I really need one of those new cell phones with caller ID. Not that I can afford a new phone anytime soon. While weighing the options of a Nokia versus a flip phone, I arrive at the gym in no time. The Golden Glove is still open, but it's nearly vacant save for 2 people. In the center of the ring, I spot Jackie wearing mitts and catching punches from a little girl I haven't seen before. After you break my guard, I want you to land 2 body shots on me as hard as you can. After that, I'm going to swing, and I need you to roll and repeat the pattern. I got this time! I got it this time, coach! I'm ready! Then show me, let's go! They're so cute! This new girl starts to throw a flurry of punches that Jackie catches with her mitts. Every so often, she lets a few slip by her, allowing Layla to hit her in the same spots. Jackie isn't just standing there and taking it either. Every so often, she quickly swipes her mitt near Layla's head to punish, but each time, Layla smoothly ducks and rolls out of the way. She's learning. That's it! Now that's how you do it. Keep your head moving and the pressure on, and An opponent will get desperate, making it easier for you to pry open their guard. Coach Martinez, you said this will help me against taller people because it's supposed to lower their chin. How come yours isn't lowering? You'll have to hit harder if you want to lower my chin. What's important is that we build your confidence. You're young, strength will come later. I would feel pretty confident if I knew I could knock someone down in one hit. I mean, me too. Me too, not gonna lie. I bet you would. You'll have to trust me on this one. Technique makes a better foundation for confidence than strength ever will. But if it makes you feel any better, I'm pretty sure this might bruise in the morning. Layla doesn't take long to bask in the praise before she notices and points at me with her glove. Fortunately, I can't stay. Gotta get some sleep because of work, obviously. I hope you can join on Thursday because of a bird story. Of course, of course. That's actually why we're playing a bird story first, so that you don't have to stay up all night to watch it. But thank you so much for dropping by, and I hope you have a wonderful, well-rested sleep. And good luck at work tomorrow. Coach Martinez, there's a weirdo watching us. Weirdo? Huh? Jackie is surprised when she turns to see me awkwardly standing at the door of the ring. She must have really been focused if she didn't notice me till now. Oh, hey, that's one of my weirdos. Hey! Hey yourself, stranger. What are you doing here? What? I can't visit my friend? Friends usually call ahead. You caught me all gross and sweaty. Ah, well, you see... You forgot my number, didn't you? I'm sorry? Who's the weirdo, coach? Again with the weirdo? Ah, right, Layla, this is Mel. Mel is an old friend of mine from back when we were in high school. Layla stares intensely at me as though she were trying to puzzle me out. An old friend and weird hair? Starlight? Huh? Was fighting my computer. My baby girls! Oh, yeah, computer troubles are never fun. They're so cute. Layla! I knew it, I'm right! Jackie, what the hell? Whoa, hold on, I didn't tell her anything. I'm very smart. My daddy even says so. I already knew Coach Martinez's soul. Jackie? Why? It wasn't on purpose. You might not recognize her since it was a while ago, but Layla was someone I rescued back when we were saving the world. Thanks, nice of you putting a bird story on the top for me. Have fun streaming. See you and take care. Goodbye, Blue! Hopefully we'll be able to see you Thursday. It was so cool. You were fighting monsters on a bridge, and they were going all whack, wham, pow! It was so crazy. One of the monsters hit the car that Daddy and I were in and went boom over the side. Daddy bumped his head, but I didn't. I wore my seatbelt. Oh, but we were sinking. But then we stopped sinking because we were in a giant bubble, and then bang! The coach came in and busted our window and dragged us out. Wait a minute. Can we please go back to the part where your father bumped his head while falling off of a bridge? He is alive, right? Huh? Daddy's way too tough to die, silly. He just went to sleep for a bit. I've returned with ravioli. Yo, nice. I hope your ravioli is delicious. Jackie rolled her eyes and sighed. So apparently her father knew my Tio, and out of sheer coincidence, she joined our gym in about the same year as our breakup. She, never seemed to have forgotten my face, I guess. Layla gasped. You dated Starlight Centennial? That, Layla! The team! We're talking about when the team disbanded. Oh, I get it. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. What's that supposed to mean? Okay, hold on. I was there dealing with the monster and was nowhere near you. How did you figure out who I am? Oh, that's easy. Coach has no social life, so you had to be one of them. Layla! It's true though. You're either here, hanging out with that biker girlfriend of yours, or going to concerts for that Ara lady. Biker girlfriend? It's not what you think. They're just my friend. Look, you could ask. Jackie stops mid-sentence when Layla begins to mock her with kissy noises. Not the kissy noises. Jackie claps her hands suddenly. Gee, would you look at the time, Layla? How about you finish the day off with some jump rope before your father gets here? But, hop to it. Layla nearly trips over herself as she runs off without question. Everyone chooses biker girlfriend the first go. Really? That is so interesting. That's... I wonder if most, like, dating sim type games has a way to see who the most commonly picked one is, especially on the first run, but that is so funny. She could be a handful, but she's got a good heart. So what about you, fearless leader? What have you been up to? Surviving. I work at a makeup store now, and I'm trying not to drown from the rent while I figure out what I want to do with my life. A makeup store? Huh. That suits you. Good for you. Huh? Are you making fun of me? It's a retail nightmare. I'm not. You were always big on makeup, so it's nice that you get to work somewhere that suits one of your interests while you figure things out. That is true. That is true. It's nice to know we have something in common now. What do you mean? Don't worry about it, it's nothing. We are all drowning in debt and bills. Are you You know that kid packs more of a punch than I give her credit for. Say, how about one of those good old-fashioned Starlight patch-me-ups? I sigh to myself knowing that I'm not going to pull more out of Jackie once she gets evasive. I look around to see if anyone else is in the gym, and when I see that we're alone, I nod my head. Alright, fine, show me where it hurts. Mostly the sides, here and here. I lower myself down to get a good look and place my hand where she guides me. Jackie's breath hitches when she feels the touch. I forgot about this part. It used to tickle. Oh, I don't know how you could forget. I had to heal you more than anyone else on the team. Yeah, that's what happens when your confidence leads with strength and not technique. I see. I sent something on Discord? I hate my mind. What did you send? Oh. Sexuality's causing the fire. I love that. I feel like Jackie has had a crush on us this whole time. But that might just be because I've been recently reading a book where one character would purposefully do things wrong and endanger themselves just so that the guy they had a crush on would touch him more. And I was like, oh, patterns. There are patterns here. What an interesting theory. But that's just a theory. A game theory. I've never actually watched game theory videos outside of the FNAF ones. But boy, if that's not a banger quote. I see. I could make out the damages Jackie was referring to. It was subtle and still fresh, but I've played the role of a healer a lot. Now this takes me back. Noticing when something was off came naturally after I had enough experience. I wonder what went wrong. Also, thank you, Ku and Crow, for the follow. I'm glad you're enjoying the vibes. A game theory. I'm glad. It's same brainwave. Same brainwave. I do love that we play as the healer because I always play as healers in video games. And this game is no different. I love that so much. Not that I don't appreciate your attention, but are you going to start soon, or... Huh? I snapped out of my little daydream and noticed my magic was acting up. There was supposed to be bright light coming from my fingertips. That's not supposed to happen. What's wrong, Mel? My light is dim. It's supposed to be way brighter than this. What? Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. Look. I tried straining my magic some more, but the light never glows any brighter. Oh, that is weird. Is it helping at least? Do you feel it? Kinda? It's a little tingly. Maybe my tickle tolerance has gone up? Alistair warned me something strange was going on. This must be it. Jackie, have you had any issues with your magic? I haven't touched it in ages, Mel. Mine's a little dangerous to be throwing around in retirement, especially if you're telling me your healing isn't working too well. I really don't want to bust open another punching bag for this. Those are pricey. You know mine is kind of fickle anyways. You're better off asking everyone else. Besides, if the little dude says that there is something up, he's usually right. Not him being right. I tried my best to hold back a groan. I knew I had an I told you so waiting for me when I got home. More than that, this was not how I pictured meeting up with everyone again. Fine, I guess I have some phone calls to make. Do you think that maybe you could... Missing their numbers too? Yeah. Don't worry, I got you. I feel like that made Jackie feel a little bit better since we forgot hers. Ugh, he's right. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. Madoka Magica was my first ever magical girl experience. So even though I know, spoilers for Madoka Magica, by the way, but even though I know the, like, little pet of that series is an outlier in most magical girl animes, I always have that in the back of my mind. So it's like, should I trust the cute cat? I feel like we do, though. But I always think of Kyubey, and I'm like, they're not gonna get me this time. I found him so annoying. Yeah, Kyubey, I don't think Kyubey was supposed to be seen as good, but I don't know. When I watched Madoka, I watched it dubbed because I watched it on Netflix, and Netflix subtitles are hard to read. Alistair's a funky little dude. He seems so cool, honestly. I just think it would be really fun to have a cat that would actually talk back in a way you could understand. Like, that would make everything worth it, I feel like. Everything, like, negative that comes along with being a magical girl, that would make it worth it. Absolutely nothing could go wrong. He got a big head and a bigger heart. I love that for him. Jackie runs across the gym and pops open a door leading to an office. I can hear her scrambling for a few things here and there, but soon enough she comes out with a piece of paper and hands it to me. Here, this should be all of our numbers. Once Layla gets picked up, I'll be good to go. Just give me a call when you figure out when and where. But for now, I gotta get back to her trading. We've got time. Ditch the rope, Layla. Let's take it back to the bag. Same routine as earlier. Show me how you're going to be a champ. Or, show me how you're going to be a champ. Yes, coach! He's a very chatty boy. My great boy Reese and I have conversations sometime. I love so much when animals do their, like, talking. It just makes my heart grow 10 sizes every time. I'm pretty sure my cat talks shit about me and her meows. I'm sure she doesn't. Unless she just seems like she has a really, petty personality, then maybe she does, but it's with love. So I feel like my parents just recently got a dog, and that little boy, that dog, full of so much love. but I wouldn't be surprised if he said some talking shit type of things, but that's also my family's humor, so it would make sense. My cat argues with me a lot. Doesn't go well for me. Oh no. Cats are so funny. Layla straightens up, tidying up her footwork. She releases a barrage of punches upon the trading bag. Good for her. Right. Thank you, Jackie. I guess I should head out then. Hopefully I'll see you soon. After saying my goodbyes, I take one last look around the gym and wave to Layla before I leave. We better be seeing her soon. Cats be built different. They really do. I love it so much. I text the former Centennials to meet me at the park. I scope out a place that's empty so we won't be overheard. Magical Girl 101, keep your identities and intel secret. Too bad our old hideout was destroyed when Solaire lured the treacherous tango dancers right to us, used the wrong card from his magical deck, and blew the whole place up. Solaire? Oh, I hope you never meet him. Ever. 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 I'm serious. Anyway. Not the token man. You did send the message out, right? Pages have been sent all around. I wonder what Ara will be wearing today. Not this again. Mercifully, someone has arrived before I hear another rhyming ode to Ara. Looks like Ara and Jackie are here first. I caught her on the way in. She's hard to miss. Apologies in advance for the token man. No worries. No worries. I trust the process. And honestly, I think the only time the token man is done in a bad way is when it's written by men. Or presented as an option to avoid all of the gay subtext, like in Life is Strange. Warren is the token man and I hate him for it. Just the words treacherous tango dancers made me laugh. That's fair. That's so fair. I'll take that as a compliment. She is hard to miss, but like in a good way. In a no one else in this town wears Lolita fashion except for you kind of way. Miranda, aka Centennial Nova, arrives next. She still has that glow about her. Her specialty was creating things out of stardust and then exploding them. That sounds cool. She was never the most talkative member of the group, but she always pulled more than her weight. Hey everyone. Long time no see. Miranda nods awkwardly. Yeah, it's kind of partly my fault for not seeing her. Best not to shine too bright a light on that. Jackie and Miranda share a brief but friendly wave. Those two never were super close. Ara bounces forward to her. Miranda, how's work going? Oh, where do you work now? You didn't know? Typical. You didn't know where I worked until this morning. I wouldn't say that's my fault. She's right. Come on, you two. Mel, I'm working at a wood shop these days. It's good. I really wanted to put our magic days behind us, so I was surprised that you called. It's hard thinking back on those times. Welcome in, Banana Uyu. I hope you are doing well. Thank you for the follow. I don't know if I said that last part of your name right. I apologize if I did not, but welcome in. Okay. Being a magical girl was hard on all of us. I'd love to see what you're working on. I wouldn't have, but that's terrible. I'd love to see what they're working on. Miranda blushes suddenly. Oh, well, visit me at the wood shop anytime. I can, show you something I've been working on in my spare time. That sounds great. Yeah, there was no need to be like, it was hard on all of us because we were all there. We all should already know that. Also, I'm getting the impression that we did or said something, or just dropped the ball entirely on keeping up with everyone else. So that would just be a weird, awkward thing to say. it would kill the vibes. So that's almost everyone, but there's still someone missing. Centennial Perigi, our awkward little bubble girl, is not like her to be late. So, does anyone know if KJ got the memo? She probably won't come. They hate all of us now. They? Oh, I guess if you haven't seen them in a few years, you wouldn't know. KJ realized they're not a girl about 2 years ago. They don't want to be called a girl or she. Just show them the same respect that you've shown me. Okay, I'll try to remember. So they are still going by KJ, yeah? Yeah. Well, they're still our shy little Perigi. I'll accept them no matter. Someone pulls up on a motorbike. Weird. I don't know what someone would be doing here at this hour. The stranger dismounts and walks towards the group. They remove their helmet. Let's go! Hey there, handsome. Ugh. KJ? Hey, princess. It's been a while. Huh. Sorry I'm late. I try my best to keep composure over how different KJ is compared to when we were in high school. Wait. Are those tattoos? Never mind. Composure lost. Are you feeling okay? You look a little out of it. A new anime crush has been discovered. Fair and valid. So fair and valid. KJ's just like me for real, for real. You look amazing? What happened to you? That's rude. You look amazing. Aw, thanks, princess. Yeah, after the Centennials split up, I was left figuring out what I wanted to do with my life. Turns out, the bigger question was not what I wanted to do, but who I wanted to be. I kinda always wanted tattoos and to dress like this, even back in the old days. I was just too chicken. Anyways, I don't think we all came here to hear my life story. I take it there's a problem? Alistair has been behaving really strangely during this conversation. He must be really anxious. When Envy's right, Mary Sue? Instantly the most relatable character. Right down to the, like, punk, grunge, emo aesthetic. Okay, that wasn't really emo, but like the punk and grunge and emo aesthetics, like, why does their 20s look like my early 20s? Why are we the same? He must be really anxious. Either that or he's homophobic. I don't know why, that just seems like the real answer here. Alistair looks like he on something. He's just a silly little guy. Look at his silly little head. He's got his big head so he can fit more head pats. Go on, tell them. Has anyone else noticed their magic failing? Oh. I haven't tried using my magic recently, but I have been feeling more exhausted than usual. But that might be because of my new schedule. I've been a lot busier since I've started working on the sentimentality line. The what? I'll let someone fill you in on that later. Anyone else? Have you tried using your magic lately? No, but... Miranda sighs and holds out her hand, palm upwards. Specks of dust begin to stream from her fingertips, materializing out of thin air. They swirl around her hand with an ethereal glimmer before disappearing in a tiny, controlled explosion. Seems fine. I would check, but I don't want to hurt anyone here accidentally. There's a lot of trees around here. Fire hazard. So I guess it's just me then. I mean, I can test it now, but do you want me to? I'd have to do it to one of you. You can do anything you want to me, Yara. I don't want to hurt you. Angelically beautiful and cares about her friends. Oh, how I've missed you. Alistair's being a little sus. Alistair, first off, it's been years. Second off, you're a cat. It's never going to work. Don't speak on my behalf. I missed you too, kitty. Just because you're single and lonely doesn't mean you have to project onto me. Wow. Oh, I really missed you. Ugh, anyways. Ara, use your attack magic on me. I can take it. Didn't you literally just say your healing powers aren't working? Oh, right. Okay, I can still take it, but go easy. Unless you want to use the charming attack on me? No. Miranda, cover your ears, okay? I know you have sensitive hearing. Wait, what? My hearing is perfectly normal. I don't need to be babied. Miranda gets cut off because Ara lets out a screeching high note, quietly, but not so quiet that it doesn't send a shockwave of pain through my skull. Ow! Ow, ow! I said go easy on me. When I look back over at her, Ara is staring at me like I'm a ghost. I did. That should have knocked you out if you were defending. You weren't, and it still barely did anything. Huh? Was I supposed to be doing something? Nobody gave me the usual order to defend someone while they did something stupid. Knock me out? That's not going easy. And why are you always trying to tell me what to do? It would only have been for a few seconds. I can handle a little noise. Also, that's still a foul play, even if it didn't work out. No one is letting me talk. Girls, let's stay on track here. Not a girl. Mood. Listening to this squabble is giving me a hairball. Please, let's not have it come to that. Although it's better than him hucking one up at home. The point is, something is deeply wrong with magic. And if we keep fighting amongst each other, we'll never get to the bottom of this. The group looks around at each other, unsure. Alistair's right. But can we really work together when some of us have changed so much? And some of us haven't? I look at Ara as she raises her eyebrows back at me as if to ask what. Could this just be a fluke? This isn't a lot to go on. Personally, I prefer it this way. I never liked my powers. It's not about liking your powers or not. If magic in general is in danger, we need to protect it. It doesn't matter how we feel about magic. Magic does suck, but magic is important. Doesn't matter what we feel about magic. We need to stop arguing and do something about the problem at hand. Our opinions on magic don't have to change just to investigate if there's an issue. We should still check it out just to make sure no one is getting hurt. Sometimes you just gotta get into the ring. She's so true. So right. Jackie's corny line aside, she has a point. Can everyone at least agree to look into it a little? Keep their eyes and ears open? Begrudgingly, the team nods along. Okay then. Let's keep alert and keep in touch. I hope this is just some fluke, but maybe an excuse to see everyone again isn't so bad. We all leave for the night. Maybe a little worse for the wear. I let Ara take the reins on explaining the Centennial makeup line to Jackie, KJ, and Miranda later on. And somehow, I doubt that conversation will be hunky-dory. What a day. The store having a big product launch event would have been enough to make it a momentous day in a string of normally dull ones. But then Ara was our celebrity guest? And it didn't stop there. It's been so long since I've been to Golden Glove. Catching up with Jackie, then magic failing, seeing the whole team together and how much they've changed, Miranda and especially KJ. It's so much to take in. My brain is swirling, and not in a fun, soft serve ice cream kind of way. Is there really something wrong with magic? Will I be able to reconnect with my old teammates without making the rifts between us worse? Will we be able to come together again as a team? My mind is racing about the future. The future, the future! What is it going to bring this time? It was scary before when I was just worrying about the next month's bills, but now it feels even worse. Am I even half the Centennial Stargirl I once was? If there's some crisis, will I be able to conquer it this time? My head is throbbing with all this worrying. My eyes are heavy. Better get some rest. That night, I had the most amazing dream. Honestly, most of my dreams lately have been kind of dull or stressful. Doors that won't open, running but can't move, the usual life is stressing me out kind of dreams. But not this one. I feel warm and full of joy. It's like living through a movie of some of the Centennial's greatest hits. Like the time Centennial Aurora, or Boyoung, lulled a Hydra to sleep with her singing. We went into the sewers beneath Diamond Cove, and she was so grossed out, but she put on a beautiful performance anyway. That's the thing about Boyoung. She's very opinionated, and butts heads a lot, but you can rely on her when it counts. So I went to pet my dog and he lashed out on me, and now my eye is oh no! I hope your eye heals okay. Maybe it looks worse than it really is, but that is very scary. Good luck on your audition tomorrow, but also I hope your eye is okay. Or like heals up okay. Oof. At least that's who I hope she still is. Before I can dwell too long on the present, my dream takes me to another memory. Am I blind enough as it is? I hate to hear that. I hate to hear that. Hopefully, I know a lot of times eye wounds and stuff look a lot worse than they are, so hopefully it's just that going on. Okay. I dream of the time we'd been through a rough couple of weeks. We were all stressed out and exhausted. Centennial Nova used her exploding stardust to cheer us all up with an impromptu fireworks display on the roof of the school. She's not very talkative, but she cares deeply about making people happy. Then I dream of our geeky Centennial Perigé. KJ always fell out of place on the team. Their invincible bubbles saved us from collapsing buildings, toxic gas, mind control, but then somebody else had to defeat the bad guys. I wish KJ knew how much we loved them as a Centennial, and a friend. I really hope their self-reinvention isn't coming from a negative place. And finally, we have Jackie, Centennial Soul. I've never known anyone stronger in my whole life, both physically and emotionally. There are a few things more satisfying in this world than catching a villain monologuing and then, bam! A Jackie red-hot fist to the face. She's always the first one in a fight and the last one out. She likes to keep things simple, though I sometimes wonder if things with her are more complicated than she lets on. And then there's me. At first, discovering I'm from another planet scared me so much, as it would anybody, I guess. My role as the last princess of the Serenitia royal family, sworn guardians of truth and justice. Seemed like big shoes I could never fill. Another dev here! I've been lurking while you play and it's been a blast! Welcome in, Midori Field! I hope you're doing well. I'm glad you're enjoying the vibes. But I did. And after so many years of victories and defeats, I realized I'd grown into somebody both my adoptive and birth parents would be proud of. Good lord, a ton of devs. I get it though, I get it. If I made a game, I would try to watch as many people play it as possible, because that's so exciting. Jackie, nope, there are no words in Busting Say. Sometimes that's just what you gotta do. If you want to emotionally deal with the war of Bossing Say. I hope Jackie gets the therapy she probably needs. Chapter of my life ended, but the years kept coming, and I found myself stuck in a loop and unsure what to do. How do you top saving the world? Does it all just get worse from here? I wish I could go back to those simpler days. Life made sense. I knew my purpose. I had friends. I never want to lose that joy again. Beep, 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 beep. Not the alarm. My alarm clock pops into my dream like a balloon. I lay there for a while, staring up at the ceiling. Seeing everyone again. Seeing the makeup line. It really flipped a switch somewhere inside me. Alistair nags me out of bed. At least some things never change. And I hurry to work. Time for work. Another day of minimum wage. Whoopee. How exciting. Alistair, what are you doing here? I came to check on you. Now that we know something is happening with your magic, what if something else is wrong with you? Do you have a fever? I'm a little tired, I guess, but I'm fine. Do you remember how your job works? Do you know where we are right now? Do you know your name? I'm Mel, Lost Princess of Serenitia, and a retired magical girl. I work at this retail hall known as Glamour Pop, where I sell makeup. Did I pass? Yes, but don't let your guard down, Mel. Make sure you touch base with everyone too. Now that you've reconnected with your magical girl teammates, you have a chance to hang out with them after work. If I'm not exhausted from work, that is... Right. If you have a good day at work, you'll have extra energy to visit friends afterwards. If customers are extra terrible today, you might not have energy to visit multiple people. I should be careful about what I say to the customers. I hope I get a good grade in social interactions. Hi, welcome to Glamour Pop. How can I help you? Hey, sweetheart, how's it going? I'm looking for a makeup gift for my girlfriend. She's real mad at me right now. Makeup gift? Well, you're definitely in the right place. No, like making up, like after a fight. Oh, gotcha. What kind of makeup would make a good makeup gift? I do feel like a gift card is the safest bet. Don't bother with trying to figure it out. Get a gift card. Now that's a genius idea. What's your options? Nothing in here is under $5, so don't bother with that. Try a $50 one. Oof, steep, but I guess that's the price I have to pay. On the bright side, your girlfriend will love you for it. Phew, I'm more exhausted than usual. I guess I'm feeling some side effects from the magic disappearing too. I don't think I can hang out with anyone today like Alistair said, but I can do it tomorrow. Oh. Working with the customer today was exhausting, but they're always a bit demanding, aren't they? I'm glad to be home. I guess nothing really strange happened today. That's a good sign. Perhaps all this stuff with magic was just a hiccup? Meow. Yes, Alistair, I know you have your magical cat senses or whatever, but don't forget to save. Oh, shoot. Thank you. I didn't even consider having to save for some reason. Yes, Alistair, I know you have your magical cat senses or whatever, but... Meow. Alistair? Is something wrong? Got another hairball stuck? Our silly little guy isn't feeling so silly anymore. Meow. Why aren't you talking? Why are you giving me the silent treatment again? Oh. Oh, he's being for real. Is this because I didn't get the salmon flavored treat? I told you they were all sold out. Oh no. I just noticed the posters. That's so cute. Pitch is mad. He is. I would be mad too if I could no longer communicate. Wait, can you not talk at all? Meow. Oh. Uh-oh. This is really, really bad. This has never happened before. Ever. An unprecedented events in the life of a former magical girl? Not a good sign. I better call the team up, even if they won't like it. The little hops always get me. That's how you most convey. No, the music is such a good fit. We all arrive and cram into our old high school classroom. How did they get in? Mel, tell us. What's so important that you need to call an emergency meeting for the second day in a row? And in our musty old classroom? Well, I admit it brings back memories. It does, but it's a little spooky at night, and ghosts are my natural enemies. It's old art called breaking and entering. True. So true. Ghosts? They aren't punchable. Your fist would fly right through them. Is this going to be a regular thing? If so, I have to work around my schedule at the wood shop. It really is an emergency. Alistair, can you try talking again? You don't mean. Meow? Oh, no. I can't understand him at all anymore. His ability to speak is gone. No, not our funky little dude. Little owl. I can still hear his voice. Meow. I mean, yeah, we can still hear his voice. It's more about comprehension. Maybe it's less about him not being able to communicate with us, and more about us losing our ability to understand him. I tried using my healing powers on him to see if it would help, but honestly, I still can't manage to get things working again. Alistair crawls up into my lap. He seems exhausted from trying to communicate with us. Scratch behind his ears. I stroke behind his ears and he lets up on the constant meowing. Eventually he drifts off. I admit, I was never your cat's biggest fan, but I do feel for him, all pitiful like that. Miranda offers me the jacket on her waist to use as a blanket, but I shake my head. This is escalating faster than we're expecting. We all know the signs. Unusual events always lead to some villain with a crazy plan. We can't just passively observe anymore. Finding out who is behind this needs to be our top priority. And honestly, it hurts not being able to understand him. He's snarky, cryptic, and a huge pain in my butt sometimes. But Alistair is my closest companion. No. You're always looking out for others, leader. And I know this is upsetting news, but just remember we're here. Oh. Wait. He is so iconic. Sup, nerds? And beautiful ladies. You? Not a lady, but you're still an ass. Did you mean to say a sight for sore eyes? Yes, this is Solaire. I warned you about him. You're welcome. He is the man of all time. He is truly a man. This is what peak masculinity looks like. A man for all seasons. He's just a silly little guy. Good for him. The sunglasses and all. Useless man baby who inherited some magical soul cards. Or that's what he decided to call them. And Jackie, our centennial soul, will never forgive him. He only ever used them to try to pick up girls. Feel cool and get in our way. Yes, we dated. How? Why? Was it the hair? Maybe my impressionable young mind? Yes, I am filled with the deep shame and regret. No, I will not give you the details. Oh, hey there, boy young. I've been keeping a close eye on you. Solaire Soul has been off game win. Would it be Yu-Gi-Oh adjacent at all? Any? That would be hilarious. Ara suddenly turns pale. You know, now that you're famous, I'd consider giving us another chance. Not us. Did he date everyone? Is he a whore? Lovingly? Never. So I know who Crow's least favorite character is. Dating Sim with a deck of cards. That would be hilarious. Absolutely not. Come on, it'd be good for your image. It would completely ruin my image. Hold up. What do you mean by another chance? Oh, Ara, you didn't. She did. Oh my god. I can tell Ara is dying inside. Let's just move on. Solaire slides up to Miranda. Oh, hey, Miranda. She did. You know, I'm sure she was going through something. She had to have been going through something. Hey, hey, hey! Just trying to say hello to an old friend. We were never friends. Solaire slides away from Miranda. Solaire then slides up to Jackie, who gives him a not-so-friendly punch to the arm. He stumbles for a moment from the impact. How's it been, Solaire? Jackie is smiling at him, but not in a sweet way. Ow! I mean, nice jab, buddy. No one dates Solaire sober. That's fair. That's definitely fair. I barely tapped you. But anyways, that's what you get for naming your stupid cards soul cards. I should sue, honestly. He looks KJ up and down. Fuck off. I didn't know you expanded the team. Who's this, femme fatale? Compet got her back? Oh no. Not Compet being everyone's downfall. I get it though, I understand. I understand completely. Solaire, that's KJ. Behind his blank expression, I can see the cogs turning in his head. He's trying so hard. His brain is trying so hard. Whatever you're about to say, I don't want to hear it. Why not? After all these years, I thought you'd love to finally hear a compliment from me. Jackie, sweetie, could you punch him again? Right in the nuts. Whoa there, Morticia. Take it easy. I know you'll change your mind eventually. Not the change your mind eventually. Okay. The one token man, he himself may not be aware, but the game is self-aware. So he's palatable. He's just silly. He's goofy. Your voice still rings in my ears for his lines. Cursed and blessed. I love it. He just never stops talking, does he? He claps his hands and looks to all of us like he's about to give a speech. I brace myself. Aw, yeah, this is happening. Try to stop these. Oh, they're all the same. We'll go for the middle one? What can I say except you're welcome? I love it. Solaire's lack of self-awareness is too strong. Resistance is futile. It's so nice to see the dream team back together, my favorite magical ladies to back me up in my most excellently successful battles against evil. I feel like, I don't know if Tuxedo Mask becomes more useful, and by more, I mean useful at all. Because as far as I got in Sailor Moon, he just kind of shows up and then immediately leaves after, like, looking mysterious. I feel like Solaire is somehow less useful. Really know how to hit the Sonic the Hedgehog toe? I lived and learned a few times, yeah. That is so funny. Miranda's eyes glaze over as he starts talking. Backing you up? You mean saving the world while you played card games behind us. That's rich coming from cowardly Bubble Girl. KJ cracks their knuckles. Okay, Hedgehog. That's enough. I'm gonna wipe that grin right off your face. Jackie steps in and places a hand on KJ's shoulder. You know he's not worth it. KJ stares Solaire down for a few seconds, then backs off. I think he actually got intimidated by that. So, anyway, you may have heard they're making an anime of my exploits, which, of course, will stay faithful to the manga. The power of the cards, one boy's journey to manhood, fighting evil in 4 suits. Oh, that comic you drew about yourself and your wonderful soul cards? I remember that. He handed out photocopied books of his comic to the entire school. He is a pathetic wet cat of a man. The drawings are atrocious. Tell me you won't be tackling a whole anime with your level of artistic technique. Hey, the sales of my soul card collectible deck were really high last year. The sales will finance the anime with some help from my trust fund. Not a trust fund, baby. Jackie looks like she's about to crack at the mention of soul cards again. I need to redirect his attention. Once he starts talking about this stuff, he never stops. I really feel like that'll work. Solaire, look up at this sparkly makeup case. Ha, can't distract me. I've learned your tricks. Dang. I've used this tactic one too many times on him. I need new material. Then what are you doing here? Right. I'm on spirit hunting duty. Any scary ghosts that haunt this sacred ground better peace out before I find them. Ghosts? Spirit hunting? I guess the school has always been pretty spooky at night. Jackie, there are no ghosts. He is an idiot. Well, actually, please, no more tangents. Solaire looks at me with a pleading look, but I hold my ground. Anyway, my sweet nothings, I just came here to tell you to always believe in yourselves. For real, possibly my favorite character I ever wrote. What does that say about me? I understand. You could have the best, most wonderful, well-rounded, well-thought-out, well-written character, but then when you put a silly little wet cat next to them, I don't know why. It just appeals to some people. I don't know if you like Minecraft, but if you do, if you don't know Solidarity Gaming, that is another wet cat of a man in a different way. A different, less obnoxious way, but still, it's hilarious. He winked at us. This man thinks he's in a completely different anime. Feel the blaze, baby. Hey, yo! Wait, that was kind of cool. With a flash of a card, he promptly explodes. Classic Solaire exit. I don't know anything about his astrology, but I feel like August Leo would fit him perfectly. Is he gone yet? I blacked out for a sec. How did he know we were here? Or where we were? He always had an uncanny sense for tracking us down. Also, why is his magic okay? Total unearned confidence and stupidity. I'll clock him in the face next time he interrupts us like that. Maybe Solaire's the reason for all of this? He's definitely a draining presence. I'd agree, but that's definitely wishful thinking. He's annoying, but he couldn't hurt a fly. I don't know. My ears hurt just listening to him. He always fumbled with his magical cards during battle, and never managed to actually hit any of the enemies with them. In some ways, I actually feel bad for him. I don't. I really don't. Dweeb aside, I'm going to keep looking into this. But I'm not exactly mourning the loss of my power, if it happens. Ara looks taken aback by this comment. Some of us actually still care about magic, and the team for that matter. I'm expecting everybody to be on their toes. I never said I didn't care about the team. And they can speak for themselves, you know. Right. Were these two always on such thin ice? I make eye contact with Jackie and Miranda. Jackie gives me a sympathetic smile while Miranda shakes her head. Anyways, let's try to stay in touch more often. Maybe check up on a few of our old enemies, see what they're up to. We should make an effort to drop in on each other's schedules, just for safety's sake, you know? The group nods in unison. I can sense some hesitation, though. Mel, I'd like to see if the sentimentality makeup in person. I haven't seen it yet either. Can't say I'm all that enthusiastic to see it. Still, we should swing by Mel's store sometime, see what our magical girl work has turned into. Jackie, I promise you'll love it. Just give it a try. I mean, if you say so, Ara. Great. Now that's decided, I'll be in contact. I'll do my best to check in with everybody. And with that, we disperse. been a long day. I pass out as soon as I get home. Ara 24/7 shilling. Oof. When do I finally get to sleep in? When I get to work in the morning, there's a crowd that's gathered outside of the store entrance, which is blocked by a line of security guards. Ara must be there. Excuse me. Can you all let me through? No way! If anyone is seeing Ara, it's me! Right, I should have known. Ugh, I better not get my pay docked if I'm late because of this. Tell them you work here. But I work here, let me through. I have rent to pay. Wait, does that mean you can help us meet Ara? The fan grabs my wrist and stretches my arm out, and they scribble their number onto my skin. They yank me into the crowd behind them, and with their help, I'm actually able to make it to the front. Tell her to call me! Sure. I show the security guards my employee ID, and they let me enter the store. Jeez, what a hassle. I hope this number washes off easily. I rush into the store and enter the employees only section, where I clock in. Just in the nick of time. When I return, I finally take a look at what's causing all the commotion. Ara is posing in front of a colorful display that shows off the sentimentality line. She's smiling brightly with the mascara wand held up to her eyes. She's so cute. There's a flurry of camera flashes, then she switches to another pose. It is pretty mesmerizing to watch. She's radiating confidence, and she gives off the captivating dreamlike aura that celebrities have. I never would have expected her to become an idol. But then again, I never put a lot of thought into what our personal futures would look like. Life after the Centennials wasn't something I could really comprehend. That's part of the reason I didn't exactly plan out my future. I wonder, has Ara always been like this? Or was this aura she cultivated over the past few years? Watching her, I almost forget how irritated I am that she's agreed to model for this in the first place. I should really bring that up soon. While this is going on, I don't have to deal with customers at least. The shoot keeps going until we get closer to our delayed opening time, and Lise and I do menial operations around the store. Annalie occasionally appears to monitor the shoot, and Lise hides in the back to avoid her. When it seems to be over, Ara heads over to me. I'm so tired, I wish I could take a nap. Smiling for the cameras and holding makeup products is hard? Harder than you think. You try looking excited about nothing for hours. It's emotionally exhausting. I'd still take it over dealing with rude customers any day. Real and true. By the way, I never congratulated you on becoming an idol. You're just like TTJ now. I'm not quite there yet, but thank you. What else have you been up to while I've been gone? Other than the whole idol thing. Other than that, not much. Nothing that you can't find in a magazine article anyways. What about you? Anything new other than your job? I feel like I gotta be honest with her. I'm trying my best to survive out here. I used to think that saving the world would be my greatest obstacle. Now it's just rent. At least things were a lot more straightforward when we were kids. It's nice to remember the old times, right? I've been feeling particularly nostalgic recently myself. So I'm glad that I've been able to see everyone together again. Although, who would have thought, after everything that happened, we'd be at such different places in our lives? We saved the world, but now I'm a superstar and you're here. Okay. I mean, we can't all be superstars. Wow, that's kind of condescending. How can she act like she's all that when she used the Centennials to get where she is? Big oof moment. You know, I still love Ara though, but I feel like she might be a tad bit classist. Or at least when it comes to her friend group of people that she once considered peers. How can she act like she's all that when she used the Centennials to get to where she is? I still need to talk to her about why she even agreed to do this campaign in the first place. Maybe now is as good of a time to bring it up as any? feel like that's more real. I don't want to make her mad yet. I guess I've been feeling lost lately. How so? I mean, obviously I don't want to be working retail. I don't really have any direction in life right now. So I just sort of ended up here. I see. Actually, I get what you mean about feeling lost. You do? But you're literally famous now. You didn't get here without having some sense of direction. Not exactly. How should I put it? As Centennials, we were symbols of hope and justice. We saved the entire world multiple times. After we all parted ways, I felt like I didn't have a purpose anymore. I felt useless, and I didn't know what to do. All I had left was my singing. So when I got the opportunity to become an idol, I took it. Thank you for the posture check. I cannot voice Aura if I am slouching. I know you might not agree with my decisions to create Aura from Centennial Aurora. KJ thinks I'm a sellout for it. I mean, she kind of is a sellout, but you gotta do what you gotta do. But the Centennials are the most important thing in the world to me. I want to incorporate that part of myself into my music. Centennial Aurora is my identity, and I should be able to use it however I want. Well, what about the makeup line? That's not just your image, it's all of ours. You know that Centennials are public domain? Remember the Dolls of Us? The shitty anime? I liked the anime. Of course you did, you were the main character. Anyways, I know the makeup line is kind of messed up, but I didn't agree to this without thinking about it first. A significant percentage of the profits will go to kids who need it. Maybe more if I can convince Anna Lee that it'll increase business. With me around, I can make sure the money is going to the right places, and I can make sure they don't slander our names. So all of that is to say, maybe you can also find something meaningful like that to work towards. Yeah, I'm not gonna defend this job. Oh. I didn't know about any of that. I guess I wasn't thinking about what resources you might have for doing this. I thought you were being selfish. You never were good at taking my point of view into consideration. Ouch. That came out wrong. Sorry. It's been a while since we've talked like this. It might have brought up some old unresolved feelings. But anyways, I don't want our reunion to start off on the wrong foot. It really is good to be able to hang out with you again after all these years. Let's start over? She's so cute. Who are you again? Lise approaches Ara nervously. Hi, Anna Lee says she needs you for an interview immediately. She set emphasis on immediately. Please hurry, she's so scary and pretty but scary. Oh, okay, I'll be right there. Ara smiles at you and waves. See you later, Mel. Time for work. I wonder what Lise is up to. Welcome to Glamour Pop, how can I help you? Hello, I want to buy something for my daughter's birthday. She's never worn makeup before. Is there something here that's child-friendly? Of course, let me think. Something good for kids. Well, definitely not the dark red lipstick. The Kids Corner eyeshadow palette. We don't have much, but we have some makeup specifically for kids. This palette has a lot of fun colors for her to experiment with. How cute! Let's go with this. Awesome! The customer left with a big smile. I have free time now. Thankfully, I had a not-so-terrible day at work. I feel like I have the energy to do a couple of things today. Who should I go hang out with now? Oh, I want to hang out with Lise. I like Lise. I walk into the park and see my coworker Lise looking tranquil under a tree. Mel, you've exited outside the store, or you exist outside the store. Lise time! I'm so hyped. She's so cute. Here in my full corporeal glory. It's nice to see you in the outside world. What are you up to out here? I miss trees. Nature is... how do I put it? When I'm in the store, I'm like an ostrich. And behind the counter is the sand? Exactly! You get me. Out here, I'm a capybara. Because you're cute? Oh, well... You're just proving my point. I'm also into nature documentaries. Sometimes I come out here and take a video and practice. She makes them! But it's mostly just pigeons, and they are divas. Why do you work at Glamour Pop then? My parents work at a non-profit helping to save endangered ecosystems in the city. I always wanted to work with nature, like be an ecological activist. No. Be a vet, and a park ranger, and a marine biologist? That's perhaps too many jobs. That's why my career counselor told me. I needed rent, so I started working at the makeup store, and then just kept working there. I get so overwhelmed about the future that I just freeze. I can't take any step forward. She's so real for that. I know how that feels. I'm so glad you're my work wife. I don't know what I'd do there without you. I know I want to make a difference, but then I think there's so many more talented people out there than me. What can I really do? Which is why people like that Ara idol make me so mad. Why have magic if you only use it to beat up other people with magic and then sell CDs? Why did I think that said cats? I think I'm thinking too much about Alistair. She could be doing so much more to help real people with real problems. I could do so much more if I had magic, but then again, I'd never want that kind of destructive power. Nature is a kind of magic. You're right! It certainly feels magical to me. That's why it's worth protecting. And I don't need magic to do my part. If I can figure out what that will be, and avoid what? Oh, nothing. I know you'll figure it out. You too, you're amazing. I know you'll find your way too. We chat a little longer at the park. I'm glad I came out, but then it's time to go. See you at the next shift. Definitely. Who should I go hang out with now? I would actually like to get to know Miranda more. We have not seen a lot of her. The workshop is cozy and full of half-finished projects and tools. It smells musty and woody. It's nice. Birdhouse! Is she making a birdhouse? No one else is around, but I see Miranda at a drafting table looking at blueprints. She hasn't noticed me. Her eyelids are heavy and her head bobs forward like she might fall asleep. I should probably wake her up. Miranda? Ah, what? Oh, hey, Mel. Didn't see you come in. Seemed like you were dozing off. Is now an okay time? Dozing? Oh no. Miranda feverishly checks herself and her work around her. What are you doing? Being tired on the job is a huge safety issue. I could have cut off a finger or worse, broken one of the client's orders. That doesn't sound worse. Speaking of, you're in a workshop. Wear this. She hands me a hard hat and some safety goggles. I see her hands are strong, but shows some wear and tear from her work. I gotta put on the safety gear. How do I look? YMC? Don't finish that thought. What about you? I know what I'm doing. But your hands, they have some cuts? Hazard of the job. I could heal them. My magic's been inconsistent, but it wouldn't require much. No, I'm fine. It's really no trouble. This is what band-aids are for, and you said yourself, your magic's been on the fritz. I should probably stop pushing and change the subject. How long have you been here today? I came in really early this morning to finish a personal project, then it was time to clock in. Do you sleep at all? Yes, sometimes. What are you working on? In our chat, we have like a ton of pairing names. Lisa Miranda was called Birdhouse. Wait, that's adorable. That is so cute. Okay, I get it now. That is so fun. We have an order for some long dining tables from a brewery in town. Take a look. She shows me a long wooden table and accompanying bench. They're sturdy and inviting. Not only that, there's intricate carving work along the edges of the table. It's beautiful. Still gotta sand it and do the final stain finish. It's really well done. Not really. Not yet. What do you mean? It's amazing. I don't like how wide and lifeless the legs are. And the carvings could more smoothly transition at the corners. It could be better. You really got an eye for this stuff. Maybe. I look around and see behind Miranda that there's a wall of plaques for Employee of the Month. Her face is on almost all of them. That's a lot of Employee of the Month plaques with your name on it. It's only 6 employees. Are you all 6 of them? Miranda laughs. It's nice to see her laugh. You must have been doing something right. They can clearly rely on you. Thank you for saying that. They're really wonderful to me. They let me use the workshop before and after hours and any spare materials. Miranda's so cute. She really is. Sounds like you found something you're really passionate about. I think so too. It's the right medium, but what? She's so cute and relatable. My boyfriend just sent me the trailer for Cocaine Bear and I don't know if I should be scared or thankful. My brother asked me if I was going to see that movie, but I feel like he asked me as a joke because I don't think he actually cared. Because we were talking about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I guess is how it came up. And he was like, are you gonna go see Cocaine Bear? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then he was like, oh, yeah, that movie about the bear on cocaine. I said, no, I will not. The only bear I care about is Freddy Fazbear. It's just hard to get inspired these days. The day job, the stuff with the squad, it's a lot. I feel I don't have the same creative spark. Ask what inspires her. What inspires me? Do you listen to certain music? Research images? It's more like a feeling I get when I touch the materials. Like what I want is already in there. It's just my job to bring it out. Then I start to see colors, shapes, and I just make what I see. Can I see something you've made? Sure. Miranda brings out one of her projects. It's a jewelry box made of wood. On the top, she's carved stars and patterns. There's iridescent stones inlaid into the wood too. It looks like the night sky exploding with new galaxies. It glows, like it's been touched by her stardust magic. It's beautifully crafted. Thank you, but not again. It seems like I infuse it with my magic even when I try not to. In a flash, Miranda explodes the jewelry box into a burst of— Miranda! I get it though. She's trying to be her own person without it. The wood and stones fall apart and land with a thud onto her work table. Why did you do that? It wasn't good enough. It needs to be perfect if it's going to last. Why does it have to last? I want to make something that stands the test of time. But most things don't. Is something really only valuable if it lasts forever? Everyone is the same. Miranda, I get it, but honey. That is so funny. But like also at the same time, like it is a very easily understandable, well, okay. I understand like it's her art and her passion, and I understand wanting things to be perfect, but I also get like the magic is the sore spot for her. Anybody with conflicting identities or people who are evolving are gonna have that same struggle. Honestly, all of these characters are really relatable in a lot of different ways. Miranda seems lost in thought. Thanks for showing me around here. It's really wonderful to see what you're making. Thanks for coming. It may not seem like it, but I like showing people what I do. I should get back to it. Tables don't build themselves. See you soon, Mel. Beautifully put. Thank you. I tried my best. But honestly, Okay, so I know when people talk a lot about coming of age media, they usually mean teenagers. So I don't know if this counts as coming of age or if it's the coming of age again. I don't know if I mean, it would probably be the same if it's just set after high school instead of in high school. Coming of age as like a genre and story type is very confusing, but that is, I feel like, exactly what this is gonna be about. Finally, time for bed. Nice. I stay awake for a little while with the usual 20-something's existential dread, but I eventually fall asleep. Fair. So fair. Alistair jumps on my stomach to wake me up, demanding food. Alright, alright. It took me a bit to settle in, but I'm ready for work. The customers had already made a mess of things by the register, and I need to clear it up before another wave hits. I'm feeling kind of lonely. I forgot it was Lisa's day off. Before I could really start, I was surprised by the appearance of a familiar face. Yo, Mel! Jackie, what are you doing here? I was in the neighborhood and thought I'd drop by, see if I could catch you working. It's unlike you to not call ahead. Hey, wait, this isn't you getting back at me for doing the same, right? Maybe. I personally see it as a coming of age too. Okay, I didn't know if that was like the right way to talk about it, but that makes a lot of sense because honestly, as far as media goes, like you come of age and then you come of age again, but it's like in real life, it's all one big process that just takes forever. Or maybe you do go through it multiple times. It depends on what you're coming of age about or with, what your big struggle is in adolescence and then early adulthood. Maybe I just want to catch a working woman in her element. Jackie is so cute. Then the best way to do that would be to let her work, wouldn't you agree? My stomach twists when I finally notice Anna Lee looming behind us. I feel like I'm being caught red-handed doing something terrible with the way she glares at me with those cold eyes. I suddenly get the feeling that my job security's on the line. Anna Lee is very, like, she's fun because she is very pretty. Honestly, Lee just has her pegged so right. Pretty and scary. And Jackie's gone. Darn. Socialize on your time, not mine. You have work to do, correct? Go do it. As much as I wanted to say something, I really needed this job. I moved back to the register, but Jackie and Anna Lee are still in earshot. As for you, have we met before? No, ma'am. No? I suppose that must be true. I doubt I would forget such a pretty face. Whoa, Anna Lee being nice? I could see from the corner of my eye Jackie growing shy under Anna Lee's gaze. The Jackie I knew was quick to give a flirtatious quip back or be evasive in some way, but she goes still instead. Her rhythm seemed to be thrown off. As a valued customer at our store, let me pick out some samples for you from our new line. I know, just the thing. Oh, this is a sales tactic. Anna Lee's hand glides over the sample collection and pulls a few pieces out. Jackie finally finds the courage to say something, but she's interrupted when Anna Lee raises the lipstick near Jackie's lips. Yes. I see it now. Jackie, was it? Centennial's soul would be a great fit for you. She knows. Huh? Jackie barely chokes the word out. It's from our brand new sentimentality line. With these shades of color, I think it would really let that pretty face of yours shine. You simply must try it. Red alert! She's onto them. She knows. Anna Lee hands off various samples to Jackie, who is barely keeping up with her. If you're going to come in here and talk to your little friend, why don't you do me a favor and come in wearing these? I don't think I would mind it too much then, not when you can show other customers how dazzling you could really be with just a little touch-up. Okay, yes ma'am. I'm gonna go buy these real quick. Anna Lee chuckles to herself. Jackie froze again, wondering what she did wrong this time. They're free samples, dear. Oh, right. The sign. I can read. Bye. And like that, Jackie hurries herself out of the shop with her arms full of makeup samples. Silly girl. She could have at least asked for a bag to carry all of that out. As if knowing she was being watched, Anna Lee's eyes met my own. And what are you looking at? Back to work. Right, yes ma'am. I rush to a display counter that needs a little maintenance, rearranging the sample products to look busy. But really, my head is racing. Had Anna Lee picked out the Centennial Soul-themed products for Jackie coincidentally? I peek over my shoulder to steal a glance at Anna Lee, who is now chiding my perpetually distressed manager. She must have. She doesn't seem to recognize me as Centennial Starlight. And I'm sure Ara wouldn't tip her off about us. I look towards the storefront where Jackie had scattered off just moments before. Well, that was a short-lived visit. Guess it's back to work. Time for work. If I have to listen to the manager talk about us being a family one more time. Hi, welcome to Glamour Pop. How can I help you? Hey girl, I'm going on a hot date tonight. I need something that will stun his socks off. Oh? It's okay, Jackie. Jackie was so real for that though. She really was. Alright, something stunning. A stun gun? A stun gun? What about literally stunning him? What? Like with a stun gun. It'd be a memorable first impression. You're deranged, I'm leaving. I don't think she appreciated the joke. I have free time now. Too bad work sucked. I can rally myself to do one thing today, but then I want to go home and rest. I forgot that. I mean, it's very funny, but I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I had to pick it. It had to be done. All right, let's go see, Lee's. I'm gonna go see Lee's. I had some free time, so I asked Lee's to meet up again. She suggests we grab a bite to eat. When she arrives, she lays down a few books and a folder of paper. Work wife, my work wife. I love her. I didn't realize this was a study meeting. Talking about the future at the park made me realize all that I've been avoiding. But avoiding no longer. Let's tackle the problem head on. The problem? Our futures! Glamour Pop is fun. Well, sometimes fun when customers aren't needy, but I don't want to work there forever. You feel the same, right? Wait, unless I got that wrong? So out of there as soon as I can. Yeah. Out of there as soon as I can. There weren't many options for a recent high school dropout, and this is definitely not my dream job. What did you want to be when you were little? I kind of spent my time living up to a role that was given to me. I didn't really think about the future or what life would be once that part of my life was over. My dad is sending me pictures of cactuses. I don't know how to respond. That's so funny. Do you have... I don't know why you would just have random pictures of cactuses saved to your phone, but if you do, send him that same energy. Then this is going to be perfect. What are you getting at? And what's in the folder? These grins wickedly. Let's try a career aptitude test. Do those things even really work? Maybe not, but it's a start. Maybe you'll hate what it tells you, but then that's something you can rule out, right? Give it a try. Okay, but you have to try it too. I'll do it at the same time as you, I swear. Okay, question 1. Pick one of the following locations. I'll send them in the Discord. Okay, perfect. By the fireplace in a secluded cabin, on the fastest roller coaster in the world, or in a dark forest on a full moon where no one will find the evidence. Oh. What is this? Location? What does this have to do with jobs? It's psychology. They can just say, what do you want to be? People lie. People don't know themselves. They have to trick you with weird questions to get to your innermost thoughts. Okay, I guess. I do not like roller coasters. I feel like I will die. I was a creepypasta kid, so dark forests are also a no-go. Cabin by the fire. That sounds cozy. what does that say about me? I don't know. That's what the test will tell us. What did you write? No peeking! Question 2. Pick a fashion detail. Animal print, ruffles, or vinyl? I'm sorry, this was just a weird question. No, it's not. It's about clothing. You know what they say, dress for the job you want. Now, stop stalling and pick. Ruffles? Ruffles are a classic, and it can provide interesting detail to an otherwise professional outfit. I don't know, you get crumbs all over you. Leaves, it's a style of clothing, not the chips. Oh, I gotta change my answer. Question 3, pick a color. Finally, a normal question. Red lipstick, neon green lights. Fulvous? I'm gonna look that one up. So I want to answer this as honestly as possible, but I don't know what that is, so I don't know what color that could be. Okay. I didn't take the colors class then. There's an owl. Okay. Reddish yellow. Oh. Let's pull this a color. A reddish yellow. Images. Oh, like a little, oh, like a burnt orange color. Cool. I learned something new today. I think I will go with that one out of all of these 3. Fulvous? Sure, that one. I'm glad I looked that up. Really? Isn't it beautiful? Fun? Okay, so I don't know how many people here know Chainsaw Man, but there's a character named Angel Devil whose hair color is kind of like that, but a little bit more red. And I ordered some stuff to cosplay him, and his wig came in yesterday. And it's such a good color. Sure is. Just beauty all around. My favorite crayon color for sure. Wait, do you know what color this is? It's Fulvosi? It's an orangey yellow often used to describe bird plumage. Duh. That sounds nice. It's a shade of orange. As a visual art student, I just know those things off the top of my head. Fair. That is so fair. Last question. If you were in a romantic comedy, what would your job be? I thought you said they had to use trick questions. Well, it's about movies. Will you stop questioning the test? Are you a career scientist? No. But let's find out if you could be one. A baker, I guess. Definitely baker. Then I could eat all my own delicious snacks. But then you'd have nothing left to sell. That's a terrible business model. Alright, time to add up the scores. I'm excited. My future will finally be clear. Goblin and thief. Mel, your results are in. Pucker up and be ready to don that tight red number. You want to be wined and dined the old-fashioned way. Eat all the snacks. Honestly though, like that, I have a friend who works in a bakery. Actually, I've had two separate people that I know that work in bakeries. And sometimes you do get to eat a little snacky snack. Is that some sort of business speak? Your ideal match knows how to plan for a romantic evening, and you both know how to make all the other to make the others smolder. An office romance. Is that a job? Oh no. Lise, I don't think this is the kind of test you thought it was. I can see that now. Oh my goodness, what happened? I grabbed the test from her and take a look at the top. Lise, this is a test from 16 magazine. It must have gotten mixed up in my folder. I like to do the quizzes as I fall asleep at night. This is so embarrassing. Of course, this would happen. I must be unconsciously self-sabotaging. Why would you do that? Because I'm terrified of the future. She's just like me for real, for real. The various answers you can pull from this test are hilarious. That is so fun. If I pick something, what if I'm bad at it? What if I pick wrong? What if I set off a series of events that ultimately destroys the universe? She's thinking ahead. Maybe a little too far ahead. Been there. Well, at least we stopped the Dark Moon sirens before they blew up the sun. There's no wrong choice, it's a journey. I saw this advice on a poster once. It seems appropriate for this moment. That sounds like something you read on a poster once. Does that make it any less true? I guess not. I guess they put it on poster because it's true. Thank you, Disket, for the hydrate. I just realized I have an awful headache. Bisexual disaster, you go hydrate right now. I guess not. I guess they put it on the poster because it's true. Honestly, though, I don't know why I'd never realized that. But this is also something I've been struggling with in my real life. And I saw someone on TikTok say that the other day, and I'm like, damn. Why are you so right? And why have I not thought about this before? Not gonna lie, that felt targeted. Just a tad. Just a little bit. You're not wrong. I should stop putting so much pressure on myself. But I don't want to be aimless. I really do want to be purposeful with my choices. I think you can be. Look at you now. You're taking tests. Not the kind I thought, but hey, you're exploring and thinking about it. That doesn't seem like someone running away from their problems to me. It's more like I'm trying to avoid running headlong into a problem. Give yourself time. Thank you, Mel. I promise next time I'll bring the right test. Actually, do you have any more from 16? You bet I do. Lise and I do a couple more silly tests until it's time to go home. She promises to sneak some into work for our next shift. That'll be fun. We part ways and I head home. That was cute. Finally time for bed. I stayed up way too late reading my favorite shoujo manga. It ended on such a cliffhanger I couldn't stop. Been there, done that. I want to do a magazine test from 1999. That would be interesting. I remember, I think the only magazines that I had as a girl growing up, what the fuck were they called? It was one of those, like, tween magazines that was made for girls by girls, but oh my gosh, wait. I think it was called Discovery Girls. I had that for like a little while growing up. I don't remember if they actually had like those magazine quizzes in it. I did learn about Lyme disease. That is a core memory. This girl wrote in about her experience contracting and getting diagnosed with Lyme disease. And I was like, damn. I thought that was going to be more pressing issue in my life. I think I was like 8 or 9 when I read that and learned about it. And I was like, yo, I gotta watch out for those ticks. And I don't know why I felt like that was gonna be something that I was like definitely gonna come down with one day. I think I was just, it freaked me out. So I was like, wow, from a tick? That's crazy. That is so specific. I don't know why, like, that stood out to me so much in my memory. I wasn't even born. Toddler moment. I think in 1999, that is the year that I turned 2 years old. A big 2 years old. I think I also had the same specific paranoia about that from a school presentation. That is so funny. I don't know why we're all stressing about Lyme disease as a kid, but the awareness worked. When do I finally get to sleep in? Never. Never. After the debacle with Anna Lee on launch day, we arrived at the store today to some extensive notes on how to sell sentimentality makeup line. It's pretty textbook, overbearing corporate speak, but Lise has been reading it like she's studying for an exam. Why the fuck did my brain hear I gotta watch out for those tits? And I was hoping I'd heard it wrong. Fair. Fair. Reassure her? These are just talking points. You can riff on them. It's okay. What if a scary pretty lady comes and yells at me again? She's not here. She won't know. Something about her. I think she's always watching. A chill runs down my spine. She was pretty intimidating. I look around for secret cameras, but don't see any. I think we'll be okay. Well then. The next customers who come into the store are going to get the full Lee's. I don't want to say that wrong. Martineu? Lee's Martineu. Martineu? Martineu. I need to learn more languages. The next customers who come into the store are going to get the full Lee's Martineu Glamour Pop approved sales pitch. The door opens and chimes, signaling that said customers have arrived. Oh my. It's KJ and Miranda coming to visit me at the store. Lee's marches right toward them before I can stop her. Hey, Lee's, maybe the next customers are okay? Hello, valued shoppers. Welcome to Glamour Pop. May I have a moment of your time to speak to you today about a product that will bring some magic back into your daily beauty routine? Well, she really did memorize it. Lee's finally looks up from her notes and takes in Miranda and KJ. Miranda smiles warmly at her, while KJ appears to be identifying all the nearby exits. Not that you aren't already beautiful or powerful. That's a really nice hat you have on, and your tattoos are so cool. Now you can ask for the customer's name. I mean, hi, what are your names? Miranda giggles a little at Lee's unabashed enthusiasm. That's my work wife's charm. Even KJ seems to be warmed by it. KJ, I'm Miranda. What's your name? I'll be your centennial to whisk you to your perfect makeup match. Her name is Lee's. Don't interrupt. You're already good at talking to customers. They are mine. She clears her throat and turns back to her captive audience. KJ shrugs their shoulders at me. Yeah, back off, Mel. I wouldn't mind a little concealer. I've been working a ton, and if it'd help with the bags under my eyes. I have some right here that would be perfect for you. Lee slips out of the concealer and puts it in Miranda's hand. On the contact, Lee freezes, blushing. She won't take away her hand. Lee's? Her hands are so strong and nice! I'm a woodworker. That's amazing! I have to forcefully remove Lee's from Miranda. Then she turns back to KJ. And what may I offer you? Eyeshadow? Lip gloss? Glitter spray? Please holster the glitter spray. The birdhouse! They're so... I love Lee's, so I might have to break up the birdhouse ship just for myself. But they're so cute. Hey, maybe I could use a little something for an upcoming gig. Once again, Crow and I sharing a single brain cell. I love it though. I love it. Understandable. You have a band too? Our stuff is probably not your style. A musician? Wow, I can do a test to find the perfect match for your skin tone. No, give me the palest you've got. The sheet says I should match your skin tone. Fuck the rules, we can look however we want. Lee's gets suddenly very excited. It's like you care about how you look and also do not care, and that makes you very cool. We can do whatever we want. Who needs to look like a dumb magical girl anyway? Fuck yeah. Other customers are starting to stare. I've never seen Lee's or KJ this riled up before, but together, seems they bring it out in each other. Join in the antics. Damn the man! KJ, Lee's, and I jump up and down yelling excitedly. A few customers sneak out the front door with worried looks. Thank you for shopping with us! Are you all done now? We all stop jumping and catch our breath. KJ turns back to Lee's. What was the name for the KJ/Lee's ship? I don't know why I'm considering like I would know, but they're so chaotic together. They're fun. I want a look that's totally off the wall. Like, have you heard of Kiss? Oh, well, I can certainly make you even more kissable. Actually, I want to look repulsive, monstrous. Give me all the weirdest products in the line. That just is the non-binary experience. Coming right up. Lise rushes to the back room with the speed of a gazelle. Straight Jackie and KJ hours between us. Alistair says it's my turn with the brain cell. I love that. She's a trip. I like her. Me too. She's the best. Lise returns with a myriad of samples for both KJ and Miranda, then looks at me and finally realizes, oh my gosh, you all know each other and I just went on and on. I'm so sorry. Bye. Lise, it's okay. Wait. Thank you, Midori Field, for the follow. I'm glad you've been enjoying the vibes. And she's gone. KJ looks at the samples with a grimace. Oh no. Our legacy. Powdered nonsense in cheap plastic pink cases. Fitting. I can't believe Ara didn't tell us. We all moved on in our own ways. We've all been dealing with moving forward in our own ways. This is Ara's way, I guess. If only we could all profit from our coping mechanisms. She's doing it for charity, at least. The three of us awkwardly stand quietly for a while. Do you want to try on those samples? That'd be nice. Why not? I lead them to the demonstration section with the mirror. While Miranda tries on the concealer, KJ gives themselves a look that reminds me of Brandon Lee in that movie, The Crow. It rocks. Miranda and KJ were always the quiet, dependable ones. Ara or Jackie were there to keep the conversation going. But I actually don't mind their absence today. It lets KJ and Miranda open up a little. Miranda tells us some more about her work in the wood shop. Some of her pieces can be found around town. I'll have to look for them. KJ tells stories of the funniest tattoos people have asked them to do. Lise covers for me at the register, so we aren't interrupted, but I probably shouldn't leave her for the whole shift. Any update on the magical mystery front? I checked up on some of our nastier ex-enemies. Did you know that Dr. Mustachio retired and opened a bakery? He makes a gnarly cream puff. We had a nice chat about how magic was a really negative force in our lives. Nice guy. Things seem quiet on my end too. I talked to the scientist who helped us fight that dude with the magic mech suit. She hasn't seen anything weird with magic. Got it. Thanks for checking. And thanks for stopping by. I should probably get back to it before my manager sees. It was nice to see where you work. Don't let the capitalist overlords get you down, princess. Tell you what, I'll buy a few of these just to keep the man off your back. We're valued customers of your fine establishment. Those are samples. You can just take them. The actual makeup line doesn't go on sale until New Year's Eve. Then we'll have to become repeat customers. This concealer is nice. Maybe then my supervisor will stop telling me I need to take fewer shifts because I look tired. Thanks, you two. See you later, Mel. I hope Miranda gets a nice fat nap at some point. Later. Time to get back to work. Time for work. I wonder what Lise is up to. Hi, welcome to Glamour Pop. How can I help you? You can stop there. I need something sparkly for New Year's Eve. What should I buy? Wow, rude. I guess I'll suggest a better attitude. Body glitter? How about body glitter? Lots of celebrities love wearing it. Oh, that's perfect. I want to look like a star. I love that KJ still calls the MC princess. I love it. Capitalist overlords, they're so real for that. I think it's because our character that we play as like literally was a princess and it's not just like a pet name kind of thing, but it is really fun. And like it makes sense as well. Where can I find that? Right over here if you follow me. I love the body glitter. Like, I remember when I was like 6 or 7, my parents got me this like body glitter thing that was honestly kind of like an early version of those like EOS chapstick egg thingies, but it was glitter and shaped slightly differently, but it was like the same premise. I am very glad though that glitter has not, or it has come back in cosplay makeup with like uni glitters and stuff like that. Real great, but it's not the same. It's like, that's the chunky, or at least what I'm buying is the chunky stuff. I wish glitter would make more of a mainstream comeback, and I think it might have. I just haven't bought makeup in a long time. I mean, it could be a pet name. If you do KJ's route, it could be. That is true. The way you worded it made it seem dirty. It could be. It could be. I'm sure somewhere out there, someone has written something that made it not my intention. That's fair, that's fair. But no, it definitely could be flirty. Especially, I feel like if you do a KJ route, it definitely comes off more that way. Okay, I have free time now. Thankfully, I had a not so terrible day at work. I feel like I have the energy to do a couple of things today. So we can go see Lee's and somebody else. We should probably go see Jackie or RX. We've not been going to see them. Lee's and I decided to get some air and break from the holiday shoppers. We plopped down on a park bench and enjoyed people watching. Okay, what about him? What's his secret? Oh, I think he's hiding that he's a violin virtuoso. He gave up musical stardom after his prized violin was stolen. No other instrument feels quite right. KJ's route is coming soon, don't sweat it. Honestly, I think I might like go with Lee's through and through. But KJ is very cool. I think if I was still trying to figure out the whole am I in love with them or do I want to be them thing, I would have definitely gone for KJ's route immediately. At night, he stalks the streets looking for the thief, too. To no avail. Oh no. That's intense. My turn. Okay, what about that lady? Well, clearly she's secretly an heiress. Fancy! Go on. Who is harboring feelings for, on a mission to destroy, atoning for her past, and trying to repay. Juicy. A dark past, I love it. The suspense is killing me. A vampire who turned her, the violin virtuoso. Our people watching universes have collided. We both crack up laughing. As the laughter dies down, Lise turns to me with a more serious look in her eye. Speaking of secrets, uh-oh. It's funny, we spend so much time together at the store, but I still feel like there's so much I don't know about you. I see what you mean. I've loved our talks lately, but I also felt like there's something you're holding back. Well, I could say the same about you. Stalemate. She's got me there. I've been hiding my past as a magical girl, that I'm from an alien planet, that I accidentally ate her lunch out of the employee fridge that one time. That's the worst one. Jackie is also not fully in the game yet, sadly. Only 2 of her parts are in, but it'll be coming out soon. Should be with KJ, right? Yo. Okay, that's exciting. Very exciting. Good luck with the continued development. We are very close to releasing those. That is so exciting. Oh, we'll have to give it a replay. That sounds so fun. Okay. Not stealing her lunch. Fair enough. What do you want to ask me? Oh, I didn't say it because I want to pry secrets out of you. I just mean, there's something I know I haven't been saying, and I want to explain. I've been dancing around my true fear about my future. It has to do with my parents. Your parents? Didn't you say they work for a non-profit saving endangered ecosystems? Isn't that kind of ideal? It is, and it isn't. Growing up, my parents were super passionate. They taught me so much about ecology, biology, and conservation. I loved it, and they seemed so happy and excited. But now, I know they are doing what is important to them. They are trying to save the environments that they love, but they seem miserable. How so? The fight for the cause never ends. They're exhausted all the time, and it's a real uphill battle. They keep hitting the setback after setback, so they're getting bitter. They come home and argue or yell about politicians and lobbyists who are selfish and short-sighted. They never go out for hikes with me anymore because they're too tired. They say they can't even watch a nature documentary because it's too much like work. Visiting them is painful, so when I think about my future, I'm afraid. Honestly, afraid of burning out. I am. What good would I be if I can't keep up with the pace? My work would get sloppy, I'd stop caring, stop making a difference. And you lose your ability to enjoy what you care about. And I don't want to live like that. I think I'm finally starting to understand why you've been avoiding thinking about your future. That's a lot. You're the one who has finally made me want to face it, but do you think making a career out of something you love always leads to losing your passion for it? I hope not. I hope not. It's about balance. I don't think it's inevitable to lose your passion if it's your career. But how do I know that I could avoid it? It's a big risk. But it could be worth it. Who says you'll end up exactly like your parents? You already sense things they need. They need to get back out in nature, remember why they love it, and maybe they need to take a break every once in a while. I just got motivation to get up and get water. Yo, nice. Nice. I'll hydrate in your honor. Honestly though, Lee's is spitting facts. And honestly, so are we. We are also spitting so many facts. This is, so, for people who have like been coming to my streams for a while, it is no small secret that being like a content creator and like a YouTuber and streamer and all that is like my ideal dream career. And it's one of those things where it almost feels silly to think that something that starts as a hobby for 99% of people who do it, they end up getting burnt out in such a way. Especially like back in the day where a lot of gaming YouTubers uploaded daily, when they all like had their breakdowns and they were talking about it, I was like, yo, taking notes. I need to try to not be like that. But this goes for any profession. Burnout is rough. Undead, welcome
Burnout?
in!
We love that.
Welcome in, Undead. I hope you were doing well, not feeling burnt out. A little bit of context, I talk about burnout a lot on my Twitter circle, and Undead is always there to keep it real. Totally felt as a baby indie dev now. Oh yeah, no, for sure. I don't know a whole lot about what goes into developing a video game, outside of like the art and the sprites. I don't know anything about coding. It was way over my head, but I can imagine it's a lot of grueling work. And then at the end of the day, as an indie dev, after you make the game, you gotta be the one to promote it yourself, and marketing and promotion and advertising is a lot. But that's wild. Marketing, I hate marketing. So I was a film major in college, and I took a class that was like media and sales as an elective, and it was not marketing from like a actual marketing perspective, but it was marketing from the this is the way you can pitch to a marketer to make ads and stuff. And it was still like a lot. Marketing is hard. Could even learn from them, be more mindful. Yeah, Lee's, take notes. Watch those YouTubers burn out 10 years ago and learn from them. That is true. And you've got me, and people who care about you. If you keep confiding in us, we'll be able to help. I can certainly provide movie marathons and snacks when you need some rest. And I'm sure I can find someone who would love to go hiking with you. But you'd love hiking. The views, the air, and snacks taste great when you're on top of a mountain. Okay. I've gone hiking quite a few times, but we never bring snacks. So I'm gonna have to test her. I'm gonna have to test this and see if that's true. Lee's, what's a YouTuber? I'm a few years too early. So true. What would even... There is no equivalent. 99 I guess the equivalent to a YouTuber before YouTubers existed, I guess would be like B and C-list celebrities. I don't 100% know if what that means exactly, other than that they're just not the most popular ones, but they're popular enough. I don't know. Bloggers? True! Oh my gosh, I forgot. My parents, they knew a lady who was a blogger back in the day, and it became her full-time job for a little bit, and every time we get to talking about being a YouTuber, they're like, don't be like that lady, because she had a... Part of it was a personal thing, less so than, like, online drama, but it was a fallout and a life spiral, and they're like, don't be like her. I'm like, trust me, I will not be like her. I promise. It's like YouTube, but for text. I'd say the ones you see all the time in the really bad but kind of funny movies. Yeah. I feel like that would be kind of like the equivalent before internet influencers and bloggers and all that. Because like bloggers and YouTubers are like famous, but not famous enough for everyone to really know who they are. Well, except for nowadays. I feel like at some point, certain YouTubers now are a lot more famous than some of those actors that are in the really bad, silly movies. Tell me what snacks you have and we can negotiate. Tell me what snacks you want and I'll make it happen. Lee suddenly looks at me, blushing. You're a really wonderful friend, Mel. I'm glad that I'm facing my fears now, but I'm also glad in a way that I was afraid. I never would have worked at Glamour Pop and met you otherwise. Cheers to feeling lost and finding your people. Cheers to that. Lee sits a little closer to me. We enjoy the air of the park as long as we can before it's time to go home. Like ones that aren't the main actor, but ones that are just always there. Yes! And I know some people. They're just like normal people. They're not celebrities by any means, but there are a lot of people that do the like extras acting like pretty regularly. Like so most people know I live in Georgia. The Walking Dead was filmed in Georgia. My grandma knows some people that were like regulars on The Walking Dead. Not like regulars, like an actual named character, but regulars is like zombies. Extras. They were regularly an extra. But it was like, I guess the way to do it without losing your sense of privacy. But I feel like that would be kind of like the little streamers and YouTubers. But it's like, hey, look, there's me. Okay. She's so cute. Who should I go hang out with now? I feel like we need to go see Ara. It's been a minute. Oh yes, the wonderful smell of freshly ground coffee at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. It sucks that I actually need it at this time if I want to do anything fun after work. Retail is so tiring. But I shouldn't think about that now. I can't take work home with me or I'll go insane. Now it's time for chic coffee shop girl vibes. Since it's later in the day, the cafe isn't too crowded, which is nice. I start to head to the barista, but in the corner of the cafe, I spot someone familiar. Psst, Mel! Her little wig! That's adorable. She's having her Hannah Montana moment. Gotta go do some chores before bed. Thanks for playing! Thank you so much for coming and hanging out! And also thank you for making the game. But I hope your chores go well and you have a wonderful, well-rested night. Bye! Ara? Why are you wearing that wig? Oh my god! Subtlety! I'm in disguise, dummy, can't you tell? She glances around nervously and then forces you down into a chair next to her. Oof. Did you forget that I'm kind of a big deal around here? I can't walk around town without at least 3 people recognizing me. Then why are you here? I've been investigating why the magic is disappearing. Isn't the blue a little conspicuous? Well, I didn't have a ton of options to choose from. Do you think it looks too weird? I mean, honestly though, accurate. Every time I see people who've been cosplaying for far longer than they always talk about how, like, in the 90s and the early 2000s, the only options you had for wigs were, like, the neon colored ones. the neon purple one that I used for Najimi a few streams ago, it's a relic from that time period. But, like, yeah, back then, this takes place in the old 99. That's all she's got. Especially because it's not Halloween right now. You think it looks too weird? Tease her. Yeah. You look dumb. Rude! I was thinking about trying out this hair color for my next album promotions, but maybe not. Is it really that bad? I can't believe you're still so easy to make fun of. I can't believe you're still so annoying. I missed you too. What? That's not what I said. Cute. The cafe speakers start playing a new song. I recognize it immediately as one of Ara's singles. It played on the radio constantly when it was released last summer. Cafe Patron 1. Ugh, I hate this song. Cafe Patron 2. Same. I wish they played some real music. And an Ara song? It's people like her that are ruining what it means to be an artist. She really thinks she's all that and a bag of chips. Ara isn't saying anything, but the look on her face tells me that she definitely hears them. Hey, don't listen to them. Your music wouldn't be so popular if it wasn't good. You have so many fans who love your music. No, it's not, they're not, no one's ever, she can barely speak. Maybe she's never encountered a zealous anti-fan like this before. I don't know what to say to help her. Ara bites down on her lip. She looks like she could burst into tears. Let's get out of here, okay? Before she can respond, I grab her hand and quickly lead her out of the cafe. We don't stop walking until we've reached the park a few blocks away. Are you okay? Huh? I said, are you okay? Did my stream crash? Why is Stream Elements doing that thing again? Huh. You're good? Okay, cool. I've never seen it do that again, so that was a little confusing. Oh, right. I'm fine. Sorry. That was... Never mind. You wouldn't understand. I mean, I know I can't completely empathize with you in this situation, but I want to help you if I can. It's not something you can help with. I think I'm going to go home. I'll see you later. Oh, okay. See you. Maybe she needs space to process this? I didn't know that she's so sensitive about her music career. I hope she's okay. We failed the interaction. Finally, time for bed. Alistair curls up in bed with me and falls asleep on his side. He always hogs the mattress. I climb out of bed, dreading the workday ahead. It's freezing this morning, and is that snow? I haven't seen snowfall in years. Texas this past winter. Well, last winter. Texas last winter. Christmas! We made it to Christmas! Alistair prods my legs sleepily. Meow? I still can't understand him, but somehow I think this is cat talk for go back to bed. Oh, right. It's Christmas. I don't have anything special planned, so I spend the entire day watching terrible Christmas movies with Alistair. The hours fly by. The one day you get to sleep in. Suddenly, I hear a knock at the door. Huh? Who could that be? Maybe Santa's come to visit you after all, Alistair. Alistair looks excited for a second, but plays it off. Right, I forgot I broke the news about Santa a few years ago to him. I run over to the front door and open it to see... Lise! Merry Christmas! And a very happy holiday. Lise, what are you doing here? Oh, well, I figured we wouldn't see each other since the store's closed today. and snowfall in Diamond Cove is so rare, you know, I just had to bask in it. So I took a walk, and before I knew it, I ended up here. Then, what's that you're holding? I point to Lisa's reusable shopping bag. It looks like there's a book inside. You caught me. I actually came all the way over here to give you a present. Lise hands me the bag. Keep the bag. You can reduce waste by... Wait, please don't open it in front of me. I'm not sure why, but it's kind of embarrassing. See you later, alligator. Lise runs off before I can get a word in. Inside Lisa's bag is a photo book. It's full of pictures of quirky-looking birds and other park animals. I flipped to the last 2 pages. It's covered in photographs that Lise and I took on her Polaroid while we goofed off at work. Lise scribbled on a note on the side, me and my favorite specimen. I can't help but laugh. I'll definitely crack this open whenever I'm feeling down. Thank you, Lise. She's so cute. I think I just heard a motorcycle? KJ is standing at my doorstep holding something enormous. KJ, what are you doing here? And what is that? Sup, Mel? I'm doing some spring cleaning and figured you'd like this. KJ hands me an absolutely gigantic rabbit plush. It's wearing colorful pastel ribbons and a dress similar to mine. KJ, this is huge, and it looks brand new. And also it's Christmas. You obviously aren't doing spring cleaning. Yeah, you caught me. Well done, Sherlock. KJ, what are you doing here? I have a feeling this is the KJ romanceable scene that... I don't know if it's supposed to be here with that reaction, but it's cute. You like collecting this stuff, do I? I just saw this for sale the other day. You like collecting this stuff, right? There's stuff like this. Plus it kind of looks like you two, real cute and goofy. I feel like we are seeing something we're not supposed to be seeing given the route we've played. But this is cute. Goofy? We are. Oh. And cute. She called us Goofy. It's based on who you chose for the routes. I kind of figured, which is, I got to KJ and I'm like, wait, are they all gonna show up? What's going on? So it is something you should be seeing. Okay, interesting. I rode all the way here with this rabbit under my arms. I must have looked like a total dork. KJ heard your preference. KJ knows. Sorry, it got some snow and road salt on it. My bike doesn't have side bags. KJ shuffles around awkwardly. Anyways, I hope you like it. I got a dip. Promised to do a holiday party with some guys at the shop, and another with the band later. Got a full schedule, barely time to cook a turkey. Road seasoning? Not the road seasoning. Also, okay. I dated a person at one point in time who riding a motorcycle was their main form of transportation. And the one time in like 7 years that it actually snowed where I lived at the time, that fool got out on his motorcycle and they drove to my house in the snow and ice. KJ could have risked their life to come see us. That is true love right there. 'Cause I know that is not good biking conditions. The person in my real life that did that, they did spin out and kind of crash, and it's funny. At the time, it was not funny. They are fine, but now it is funny because they're not a good person.
Hello.
So it's funny now. Welcome in, sorry, it took me a second to read. But hello, welcome in. Also, thank you for the sub, 17 whole months. That blows my mind every time. KJ turns on their heel and stalks off before I can get a word in. It's been so long, it has. Also, welcome in. I don't know how long you've been here, but we're playing a magical girl game. We are ex-magical girls, we're retired. And some weird, quirky stuff started happening, and we got the gang back together, but the magic is being weird. And right now we're seeing a Christmas scene that is supposed to be based on who you're romancing. but we got 2 of them. Our actual girlfriend, and then a potential partner who I've been told their route is not fully in the game yet. But us non-binaries gotta stick together. Also, I don't know if you got to see them, but KJ is non-binary, and that's so cool. I carry the rabbit and puppet onto my bed. It does kind of look like me. Maybe I should get another one that looks like KJ, then we can match. That would be so cute. I wish I could draw, because that killer fan art right there. That would be adorable. This is also known as Mel reviving their magical girl side. Basically. Well, I can't say it was ever really dead, because I did watch magical girl anime recently. So it's not like something that really died out. Okay, I see someone else. Why are there so many people coming? Solaire! Why is he here? Merry I closed the door. Sorry, Mel's not feeling well today. Solaire is not popping off, but I am for closing the door in his face. Very cool. For once, I actually wasn't here for a while before speaking. I was actually watching your Pride Flags build video with the roomies. Oh! Nice. I was confused for a second before I finished that whole message, like watching my Pride Flags. That Pride Flag? What do you mean? But no, I kind of forgot I did that, even though I just posted it a few days ago. But, I hope you guys enjoyed the builds. Open up, it's an emergency! Ugh, not Solaire. It's a very good video. Thank you. Merry Christmas! Right, thanks, Solaire. Merry Christmas. I haven't had time to watch it yet. No worries. It's on YouTube, so it's not going away. You can watch it in your own time, or not at all. But y'all do not have to, like, stress out about that. Ho ho ho! You're very lucky. Santa Blaze is here to give one very special girl a very special gift. Oh, by the way, Vint, this is the token man of the game. Solaire pulls a rectangular gift box out of his jacket. Behold! Now I'm sure you're wondering what's inside, but Solaire drones on about what's inside the box, but I already know what it is. It's a bunch of soul cards. Man-child? Yes. The token man-child. He is also the player's ex, and he's dated, another member of the Magical Girl Squad. And I also have a headcanon that he's homophobic. But I think that's just me. He was also weird about finding out that the non-binary character was non-binary. Or just kind of weird about meeting them. Simp. He is a big simp. It's a bunch of soul cards. I would know because that's the only thing he ever gave me when we dated. I decided to cut him off now. He's practically yelling now. And I don't want any noise complaints. He's comp het, but I can fix it. No, not that I can fix him. I wonder if there's somebody out there that does feel that way about this man-child. That is so funny. I'm sure that's what was going through Ara's head when they dated. Solaire, this is so appreciated. I can't wait to open it, so thanks for stopping by. That's what everyone says, and I hate to break the news to you, but you can't. Damn. Bisexual disasters, really making sure we are thinking about things realistically. I mean, where would you even start for a man-child like this? Hi, you're very welcome. Mel, I'm a little sad you haven't invited me in, but I get it. You've always been on the shy side, and I grabbed the box from his hands. Right, anyway, see you later. I thought his hair was supposed to be his one redeeming quality. Everybody loves Yu-Gi-Oh! Damn. At least he wasn't the only one that visited me today. Wait. I feel like there has been years in the past where he was the only one that visited. Where would you start? Simple murder. Duh. You really said there's no fixing this one. We gotta start over. We gotta go bald. I open the box and inevitably there's a card inside. It appears to be custom made. It's me, Princess Centennial Starlight, painted sloppily with markers and acrylic paint. It's actually kind of sweet. Maybe there's something to be said for Solaire sometimes. I go to read the description and it says, Solaire, Blaze's ultimate sidekick. I throw the card in the garbage and move on with my day. Oh, it's already time for bed? Well, the time off work was nice while it lasted. No, shut up, alarm. Let me sleep 10 more minutes. Alright, another glorious day in work purgatory. We just can't seem to get a break, though, with figuring out what's happening with our magic or Alistair. But capitalism calls, and I must answer. Yeah. I get settled in behind the cash register when I notice Ara coming. Ara, what are you doing here? Another day? Another day, another sleigh. Another photo shoot for the line. Oh, I thought maybe you'd come here to see me. That's just the perk of the job. Oh? We hear another strange noise coming from the back room. When I said another day, another sleigh, that's not what I meant. An awful moaning sound. This is definitely creepy. What the hell is that? Is there a dying animal in there? I have no idea. No one should be back there right now. This has been delightful. Thanks for hosting. I'm pushing it past my bedtime a bit, so I'm going to bounce. Hope you enjoy the game. Thank you so much for making the game, and thank you for coming and hanging out. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. What are you waiting for? Go see what it is. It's just going together. How about some teamwork here? Must I do everything? Do you not know what teamwork means? We approach the door together. It says staff only in big letters. I don't want to know. The strange moaning is getting louder. What are we going to find? With a nod, we both grab the door, throw it open and find Lise, sitting on the floor surrounded by sample packs of the sentimentality line. Her pockets are stuffed. She looks odd. Her shoulders are slumped in exhaustion, but there's a wild desperation in her eyes. Oh, Mel, I didn't expect to see you yet. What are you doing in here? Just some organizing. It looks like you've completely undone any organization there might have been. Lise turns to Ara, finally noticing her presence. Is that the celebrity retired magical girl who is peddling her fame for a makeup brand ostensibly for charity? But probably more aptly about a deep sense of purposefulness in her life. So she craves attention and validation. So real for that. What? The fuck? Lise! Ara looks like she might throw Lise through the store's display windows. What is going on with you? Are you okay? Is she okay? I'm sorry, I'm just so tired. It makes me cranky and say things I shouldn't. Lise pulls me aside and tries to whisper. Did she do what I think she did? I don't know, did she? You should be careful around her. Magical girls, I don't think they care what happens to us regular people sometimes, and she seems scary. This isn't like you. Mel, could you cover for me today? I think I need to do something by myself for a while. Bye! Lise, you weren't even... Lise rushes out of the store. On the schedule for today. What was that all about? I don't really know. She's never like this. I'm calling a team meeting once I'm done with the photo shoot. You better be there. I will. Ara heads off to find the photographer and their crew. I stand dumbfounded. Everything keeps getting stranger and stranger, but I don't have a lot of time to think about it. A customer comes in demanding to see the sentimentality line. Time for work. If I have to listen to the manager talk about us being a family one more time. Someone's oh. I don't know. I think either there's something suspicious going on with the makeup that's making Lise tweak out a little bit, or Lise is going to experiment on the makeup. She's got some kind of theory. I don't think it was like that. I really don't. Welcome to Glamour Pop. Huh? Yikes, is that odor coming from them? Can't be bothered to take care of myself anymore. It's too difficult to bathe, too difficult to brush my teeth. Are you looking for soaps? Maybe deodorant? The customer is looking insecure. I can't unthink it now. It's fair. Maybe this new body wash sample could help. It's inspired by Bubble Girl from the Centennials. It smells like baby powder. Reminds me of my infant daughter. Right? It has that nostalgic smell. Wait. It totally ran off with the product. Ugh, I'm in a big trouble. I have free time now. Too bad work sucked. I can't rally myself to do one thing today. But then I want to go home and rest. Who should I hang out with now? Ooh, Lisa's not an option. Let's go see Jackie. We haven't actually gone to see Jackie at all. After calling ahead for the okay, I arrived at the park where I was supposed to meet Jackie and Layla. Apparently they were training outdoors today, but when I arrived, Layla is on a swing set with Jackie resting on a bench nearby. Jackie, we've been neglecting Jackie and I feel so bad because she seems so cool. We'll return in a moment, off to make green tea. Okay. Hope it goes well. Jackie gets up as soon as she sees me and goes to greet me. When Layla notices me, she gives me a wave and shouts, "Hi, weirdo lady!" Still with the weirdo? Mel, you came at a good time. We're near the end of the training. At the park, huh? It's park day. We already ran around the lake, shadow boxed, and did pull-ups on the monkey bars. I see. That sounds like a lot of hard work. I feel like I could be blinded by the twinkling lights in Layla's eyes. She was pumped. Oh yeah, big time training for big time gains. Since we already did our workout, Layla's taking the initiative to do some freestyle training till we're done. Freestyle! Layla takes a big jump off the swing set and lands on her feet. Not losing her momentum, she starts to scramble her way to the jungle gym but stops midway. Make sure you watch me, coach. Don't get distracted and go all kissy face with your girlfriend. Ha, she's not my girlfriend, you brat. Layla just thinks everybody is dating Jackie. What happened to the life before magic? Or the life during magic? Welcome in, Raging! That's what we're trying to find out. I don't know how long you've been here, if you've been lurking or at all, but we're playing a magical girl game where we're retired magical girls, and we had a falling out with the gang. The gang got back together, and weird things have been happening with our magic, and we're trying to get to the bottom of it, but we're also getting a girlfriend. Not her. Our girlfriend was just being suspicious at our job. But, she could be a girlfriend option. It's just not the one I picked. Just got here. Okay, that's fair. I wanted to give a quick rundown just in case, since it is story-based. And we're 3 hours into this thing. Oh my gosh. Wow. Layla sticks her tongue out before rushing over to the jungle gym. Not your girlfriend teased Jackie over kissing. So, is that a no to kissing then? Jackie slips a surprised laugh, but is too stunned to say anything at first. Flushed as she is, she's grinned and lightly nudged me with her elbow. Suspicious girlfriend? Uh-oh. Yeah, I think I'm going for Lise. And Lise is our coworker. And there was a plot interaction where she's being a little suspicious, and I don't know what. It's approximately 7-hour story, heads up. Oh, okay. Cool. That's exciting. I didn't realize it was gonna be that long. So we'll definitely have to pick this up later, but we're gonna get pretty far into it. about halfway into it today, probably. And then finish the other half next Tuesday. Yeah. That's so cool. I didn't realize it was so long. That is so fun. Jackie slips a surprised laugh, but is too stunned. Oh, I literally just read that. Hey. Don't tell me you're going to start teasing me too, huh? You know I'm the coach and not the punching bag, right? We wrote a lot. I love that for you guys. It's so good, and it feels very, very natural in a way, and the characters are just, they're so good. I could play this forever, honestly. Yeah, let me save. I'll overwrite that save. I like the route I'm on right now. I got to point to the small bruise I couldn't quite heal the other day on Jackie's side. But Jackie gives a small yelp and nearly jumps when she notices the motion and grabs my hand to stop me. I was going to touch it, you know. Oh, right. So much for that tickle tolerance, huh? Oh, you have jokes today, don't you? I blame Layla, she's rubbing off on me. We laugh it off and Jackie lets go of my hand. The two of us find a nice bench to sit at while Layla does her freestyle training. So is she always this sassy? Layla? Believe it or not, that wasn't always the case. She's really come out of her shell. You're kidding, right? You're telling me that the little ball of energy and sass used to be shy? Yeah, something like that. I'm glad she can joke about it now, but she used to be pretty shaken up about the bridge incident. You know, that's one of the reasons why her father sent her our way in the first place, to help her not feel so powerless. She's poured her little heart into boxing, and it's really starting to pay off. She has confidence to spare now. So I'll put up with a little teasing here and there. She's earned it. That's so sweet. I had no idea of her struggle. Yeah, she surprises me. I saved her life, but I never really thought about the weight she's been carrying since then. Not until I got to know her. Makes you really stop and think about if we could have done some things better. Well, I wasn't thinking about it before, but now that she mentioned it, I am. The thought lingering between us both, bringing an uncomfortable silence. So, park day, huh? Oh yeah, we tend to do this about every week or so. We started off with a proper workout routine, and then she gets to freestyle for a while. It just looks like she's playing to me. I affectionately call it an unorthodox workout. Like climbing a jungle gym? Good for hand-eye coordination, balance, and strength building. I guess that's true. It's different from what I pictured. You might not catch Rocky on a regimen like this, but for a kid like Layla, it's a perfect way to round off a week or two of tough training sessions. Jackie stares wistfully at Layla as the kid climbs up and flips herself upside down, hanging from the bars with only her legs and throwing a few practice punches for the fun of it. Layla's a little different. She needs some creative freedom here and there to get her best results. Her father doesn't seem to mind either, so why not let her have this? After all, she's just a kid. One day things are going to get hard for her and she'll wish she could have taken it easy when she had the chance. True. Until those days come, she should get to enjoy herself, right? Yeah, I guess you're right. It does make sense why she seems so motivated around you. Talking between us goes quiet while we watch Layla go. She really did seem to have boundless energy. There was something nostalgic about watching Layla play, even though we rarely had the time to go out and do so ourselves as centennials. That was the kind of world we lived in, and it was hard to balance saving the world and having a life. Mel, I think about passing my ring to Layla. What, really? Like right now? No, not right now, but maybe in the near future. Are you serious, Jackie? Very. I mean, it's going to be her choice in the end, but I feel like I'm not really cut out for the ring anymore. I feel a pang in my heart after hearing that. I understood that KJ wanted nothing to do with their powers, but I didn't expect Jackie to want to give up on them either. The finality of our group disbanding never really set in for me. I think part of me had always felt we could come back to this at some point after a great danger would present itself again. Now that such danger has arrived, I can't help but feel like our group is living on borrowed time. Support her. It's your power, Jackie. You get to choose what to do with it. I'll support whatever you decide to do with it. Thank you, Mel. That means a lot to hear you say. Alistair is probably going to be really against it, but my mind is made up. Well, you let me deal with Alistair, okay? Yeah, alright. You know, the little dude is the best after all. So, does she know that you want to pass it down to her, I mean? Yeah, she does. We've talked about this for quite a bit, and we've reached an agreement. She can become a magical girl, but if she does, she can no longer box. Not competitively, at least. She can give it up when she wants to, but it's always going to be one or the other. Isn't that a bit hypocritical? That's what you did when you were a Centennial. Jackie bit her lip and grabbed the wrist of her right arm. Her arm trembled a bit while she looked distant, no doubt in her memories. Yeah, and that was a mistake, Mel. I got hurt in ways even you can't tell by pushing myself like that. What do you mean? You always told me my healing kept you in the game. I didn't lie, but I messed up big time relying on you so heavily. I just have a lot of old pains that feel deeper than where your magic could touch. Plus, there's just this trauma I feel from it. There's this hesitation I can't seem to train out of me. I have to force myself to stop turtling up in a fight. I'm taking way too many hits just in spares with people that should be able to handle it. It's been bad enough. It's been bad enough to can my boxing career. I'm sorry, Jackie, I didn't know. I know, that's also my fault. I wanted to be tough for everyone, so I kept it to myself. I kept a lot to myself. I'm sorry, I'm throwing a lot at you suddenly. No, don't be. Come to think of it, we never really got too close when we were Centennials. It's refreshing to see you open up like this. I like it. You think so? Jackie looks down at nothing in particular in her way of trying to hold back a smile. She was always cute when she tried to hide the heart she wore on her yellow plaid sleeves. Well, I guess I'll keep that in mind. You better, and hold nothing back. You don't have to pull your punches when you're with me. Jackie eases up and finally lets go of her wrist and relaxes. Alright, but don't regret it later, you know. I hit hard. I won't. And just so we're clear, you're okay with this, right? You know how harsh the lifestyle gets. Are you sure you're okay with the idea of Layla doing the same thing? Yeah, she has something to prove, and if it's what she wants to do, I won't get in her way. But as her coach, I'll be keeping a keen eye on her and make sure she avoids making the same mistakes I did. Coach Martinez, you're not watching! Our time together gets cut short when Layla comes sprinting back. I knew it! You're doing the kissy face thing, aren't you? I'm not! I see a smug expression creep up on Layla. Layla seems to pick something up much like a shark to the scent of blood. She doesn't say anything, but Jackie's face grows into a bright shade of red. Wow, just look at the time! We should get you back over to the gym before your father shows up. Would you like some more company for the walk back? Sure, I don't mind. I'll be on my best behavior, Coach Martinez. You better. I love Layla. She's so fun. For the whole walk back to the gym, Layla didn't say a word, keeping her promise as best as she could. Unfortunately, she never dropped her smug grin. When I arrive at the mall, I see the Centennials hanging around near the escalator. Ara is in the middle of telling the group something, waving her arms around with a conspiratorial look. Looks like she's wearing her in-public disguise again. I've been watching this person for the past few days, and I think I found who we're looking for. It's Lise. Not my girlfriend. Ara, what are you saying? My work wife? You saw how weird she was acting this morning. Do you really think that's not suspicious? Come on, even you aren't that dense. There's no way. But she's always that weird. It's her charming quality. I've known Lise a lot longer than you have. I think I would have noticed if she's an evil villain. My work wife would never betray me like that. That might be a part of her plan. What if she knows you were the leader of the Centennials and she wanted to gain your trust so you wouldn't suspect her? Remember the Dark Moon Sirens? They took one look at Jackie and she couldn't do anything but stare at them. So pretty. Although I'm not sure if they actually did something to Jackie or if she's just, easily distracted. What if Lise is trying to manipulate you too? Anyone that cute must be suspicious. She is cute. At least I've heard as much. Right, Miranda? Not the birdhouse crumbs. You can't suspect someone based solely on how cute they are. That's obviously not the only reason. Mel and I are the ones whose magic is being affected the most, and we've been around Lise at the store more than anyone else. I don't think that's a coincidence. Plus, I've overheard her saying how much she doesn't like me in particular, so she could be targeting me now after Mel. Is that what this is really about? Someone disliking you doesn't make them evil. Get over yourself. Fuck you! That has nothing to do with it! Uh-huh. Are you sure about that? Hey, let's focus. We aren't going to get anywhere if we argue. Ara and KJ both grumble a fine and settle for glaring at each other. Anyways, until someone has another lead, I think we should investigate Lise. Let's keep our options open, guys. We can look into Lise, but we should keep our options open. If it's not her, then we're back to where we started. Everyone agrees with that, for once. I'm not so sure it's this Lise everybody's talking about. But if we have a lead, why not follow it? I can do the investigation since I'm the one who brought it up. No offense, but I think maybe someone more level-headed should go. You might have some bias that accidentally comes through. And that includes you too, KJ. Fair enough. I'll tag along if anything goes AWire. I'll protect you, Mel. Well, that sounds fine to me. You haven't even met Lise yet. I think I should take someone along who recognizes her mannerisms a bit better. Someone observant. What about you, Miranda? You and I can do it together? Me? Well, Fine, whatever, let's do that. Oh. Yeah, let's do it, Mel. We spent some time making a plan for investigating Lise. Hopefully this gives us the answers we need. Finally, time for bed. I eat some midnight snacks before bed, which Alistair scolds me for, but my tummy says it's worth it. Always worth it. Okay. I'm gonna save. I know when you play dating sims and stuff like that, this is not the smartest thing to do, but that it just is my toxic trait. I also am really bad at figuring out where I went wrong if I do need to like go back and reset, so it's just easier to start over. No, shut up alarm. Let me sleep 10 more minutes. I'm trying to decide if this is a good place to wrap up or if we want to... Do we want to end on a little bit of a cliffhanger? I'll play one more day. Let me sleep 10 more minutes. It's a good place, I think. Oh, okay. We've got the devs' input that this is a good place. So I'll double save. No worries either way. Okay, I'll just save here. A nice round 3.5 hours. And then we have about 3.5 hours left for next time. And it sounds like we're about to get into serious plot. So... that was really cool, though. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me while I play this game. I love this so much. I think I'm just also the target audience. I mean, TikTok thought so, and TikTok is never wrong. But we'll definitely be picking this back up next Tuesday and finishing it. Very excited for that. And I just want to say, Midori Field, I think you're the last of the devs still here. Thank you so much for making this game. Very, very excited to finish this. It's wonderful to watch you read through it. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for making this game, and good luck with the rest of the development you guys are still working on. But anyway, who is live tonight? Okay. Let me pull up Twitch to see who all is live. I hate that when you like use the little thing in this on OBS, it doesn't show you everybody. Ooh, lots of different choices today. But we are gonna hit Alahobia because it has been a hot minute since I've been in there. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. And I hope you guys enjoy Alahobia. They've got great vibes. It looks like they have not gotten started playing yet. Or they're like 10 minutes into stream. Did I spell that right? I did. Later, Doc! I hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll be finishing it up next Tuesday. Same time, same place. I hope you guys enjoy Alahobia while they play Hitman. And I will catch you all Thursday with some shorter games.